wrestling and blockbuster Hollywood movies on TNT. Download the StarTimes own app to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the go. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
Kimitei agobo inye ago kimita siginetkei kibaibaitkei ak inoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, StarTimes channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en number 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet naet.
Lene ureriosiek ketuitosi eng tetutiet nebo Lene ureriosiek elekitokyinigei ng'wondet nebo ureriosiek.
Course haikuwa mzuri sana, ilikuwa mbaya.
Kong'eten chopchinetab kei nebo rwoik chebo emetab Kenya kochopchingei labatosiek cheterter ak urerenik chebo emet nebo Kenya. Koboto kora ng'alalutik chebo ng'amotik chebo ureriosiek eng emoni.
Soameche alechi vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisie eng oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi.
Haya. Kelenjini mashabik chechoget kasta ibwati ingele komi tienwogik chukibo kenyu chilani kas kole kouniyo kaso kit nemwoyo
Anjekab chuboit kosete misote ongigilge barnotik age misotoni tuguchutok kibo keny bo komonut weleye batongo ng'ale tugukab chumbek.
Haya keteste inonio Angle chacham kochang menoni
Tulwenyon dindireni kolyelge kolbek tam koribe boisiet komwochi lagokwak.
Kobara kimiten kilong'u tienwogik alak chechute en Kass taibwoti yani heshimu ukuta kou noniso Ego sanyi, anyi ngasit keba agewek. Meutien, kasta ibwoti, heshimu ukuta, mara moja. Jumatatu, agoi kwa mut kasio, ak Daktari Stone, koitande sabi, Kass FM, amon kim no tenae.
Bensal G3 in 1 koborei kirindoi akotere mionwogik.
Atinye kamang'unet ale imite komie eng olda tugul ole imitei ako atochin eng logoiwekab emet kong'ete Kass TV ne somanun kwane Bernard Tanui Tagat. Kakonde siyet emetab Kenya ak emetab Italy koyonjinet nebo kobois tugul eng kibagenge eng kirindaetab yautik chebo ng'emetab kalyet koboto chelososnatet eng emotinwek chotok oeng. Kakinde siyet koyonjinonotok eng kwenutab ministry nebo ribsetab kalyet eng emet orit nebo Kenya ak ministry nebo ribsetab kalyet eng emet orit nebo emetab Italy ole bendi koboisie eng kibagenge emotinwek chotok eng kanabtaetab tetutik ngatutik chebo ripsetab kalyet kaborionji kandeetab siyet eng konjinonoto minista nebo ripsetab kalyet eng emet orit Kipchumba Murkomen ak ambassador nebo emetab Italy eng Kenya Dr. Vincenzo Del Monaco ak PS noto nebo ripsetab kalyet Dr. Raymond Omolo anan PS noto nebo immigration anan wotet Dr. Belio Kipsang ole kamwa Murkomen kole bo kamanut konjinonoto amu toreti eng ibunetab kalyet eng kwenutab Kenya ak Italy ngalek che kaikoch kasubet Principal Secretary nebo ripsetab kalyet eng emetab Kenya Dr. Raymond Omolo.
Welcome to Kenya, Mr. Activity. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Kenya.
As a government between us and Italy, of course, we've enjoyed a lot of cordial relationship spanning many years. Your visit today is for us to be able to witness the signing of the letter of intent, which will form a good basis in advancing the cooperation between our two countries, but most importantly, between our two ministries, the Ministry of Interior and National Administration and the Ministry of Security that you head. This letter of intent that the two of you will sign today provides an important bridge towards the finalization of a broader agreement, which we have been working on and is in the final stages of being concluded. The letter of intent also gives us a practical expression to the lessons that we draw from the most recent benchmarking visit that we did in Rome, that I was leading the delegation. Partially that will help us to deal with issues of fighting crime, as well as we also visited the anti-drug directorate, so the issues of drug, and also, most importantly, the issue of policing generally. My minister will speak in detail to most of the other things.
We welcome Italy's integrated approach that recognizes the strong link between development, migration, management and security. We appreciate Italy's commitment to partnership that promotes sustainable development, strengthen institutions, and this has been very evident in terms of the working partnership with the police and defense in terms of institutional capacity building in security sector. And your promotion of economic opportunities to address underlying drivers of irregular migration. This comprehensive approach adopted by your country complements Kenya's own development priorities and our commitment to safe, orderly, and regular migration. As a key partner in this region and as a regional leader in security and peace, Kenya remains committed to working with international partners to safeguard our citizens, secure our borders, and contribute to peace and stability within the Africa region, the Horn of Africa, and beyond. And Your Excellency, we are very happy with your visit here and also the fact that you will go to Somalia. We know that Italy and Somalia have very strong historical ties, and the stability of the government of Somalia is extremely important for the people of Kenya and the security of this country.
Ketesetai ko kakokoito kurset kibagengeitab Cooperative Alliance of Kenya CAK koityi biikab emoni korib kalyet ak komeng'is eng kibagenge eng kasari tesetai kwendi barak maatab bolotet nebo kenyitab 2027 kong'ololi yai igorta nebo Ushirika Day eng tarik 4 arawet nekiyoe eng tarik 4 arawet nebo 7 eng Uhuru Park Nairobi, komwa CEO nebo kibagengeit Daniel Marube kole bo komonut kalyet eng bandaptai nebo emet ak kounotok ko magat keipchi komonut ripsetab kalyet. Kamwa Marube kole telelen igortab kenyini nebo Ushirika kalyet ak bandaptai ole nyolu anan ole chere biikab emoni komeng'is eng chomyet ak kibagenge mising ko eng kasari kitokchingei lewenisiet nebo 2027.
We have come together to celebrate and promote peace. Cooperatives require that we be in a peaceful world, in a predictable environment, and that there is peace and tranquility within our environments. Without economic and political stability, cooperatives cannot grow. Cooperatives in Kenya, we are more than 28,000 members. That let us uphold peace. Let us promote peace within ourselves. Let us not discriminate one another based on political ideals. We, as cooperatives, let us come together based on our values and principles to promote peace, not only in Kenya, but across the world. Trust is a very important ingredient that has bound our members together to be able to bring their savings continuously, to grow their wealth, because they believe that the cooperative leaders are able to manage their resources with integrity. Without integrity in our leadership, therefore, that can bring or dilute or bring down the trust, which is a glue that binds the people, that brings confidence to the people to continue bringing their savings to the institutions that we have built. We are calling upon the young people that cooperatives are not for the old people. The future of cooperatives is in the hands of the youth and the women. And we are calling upon the young men and women who have finished school with different skills and talents to come together, to pull together and form worker cooperatives upon which they can be able to give their services and own the company through which they are offering their services in the cooperatives, and therefore they can be able to create job opportunities for themselves and also increase incomes for themselves. People around Nairobi, all the SACCO members, all the cooperative society members, to join us on the National Celebration Day on Saturday 4th, July 2026 at Uhuru Park, starting at 9 o'clock. The procession of all the cooperators, different cooperatives, different circles, in your uniforms, in your t-shirts with your logos and your banners, we will start our procession walk from outside KPCU building near Ukulima Market. I will be walking slowly, guided by the band, the band, all the way to Uhuru Park, and to be seated by 9 o'clock, because we are expecting our chief guest. Traditionally, we have always had our president coming to grace the occasion, and we are optimistic that he may find time within his schedule, tight schedule, to come once again and grace our event.
Ketesetai ko kakomongei bororietab Baguzi ne menyei eng taonitab Eldoret. Kosom negi cabinet secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i komong eng kebeberta nebo opposition akochut serikali asikobois eng kibagenge ak President William Ruto. Kamwa bororionotok kole ikochin ichek kosubet serikali akounotok konyolu eng kandoikab bororionotok cheboto Matiang'i kochut serikali asikonyor keljin kobun boisionik chotok chebo bandaptai bororionotok bo Baguzi. Kongenyoru report notok kobun sirindenyo eng taonitab Eldoret, Isaac Kogei.
Kong'alaldos eng taonitab Eldoret komwa bororionotok bo Abakusi chemeng'ishe eng county nebo Uasin Gishu kole tie icheket maketab kikochi boroindo President Dr. William Ruto kondochi emoni eng kasarta noto nebo kenyitab 2.
Viongozi wanamfunguka waangalie njia wanatangaza ile miradi rais anafanya ili kila mtu ajue ni nini kinafanyika katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Ukiangalia kama upande ya ukulima agriculture imeinuka imekuja juu, kwa maana mbolea ilikuwa 7,500 sasa ni 2,500. Hiyo tunafurahi kwa maana sasa chakula itakuwa mingi katika nchi yetu ya Kenya.
You to become president, you need support from everywhere, and we are asking our two leaders to shelve their ambitions for now and see, do they have support from everywhere, or are they just campaigning on their backyards? That is the question they should ask themselves. And as I can see, we've seen them most on their backyards. They are known very well, but outside their backyards, they are not doing that well.
Mwae icheket kole chang mising boisionik chotok chebo komut kosuldae president nenyalu eng kandoik alak koboto bororiosiek alak korop eut inendet eng tetutik chotok chebo kondochi emoni.
Inafanya tusupport president wetu ni kwamba tumeona amejaribu kufanya kazi tangu maraisi wale wamekuwa uongozi hawajaifanya. Tumeona ameleta projects kama housing zenye hajaionekana. Tumeona barabara kama hiyo ya Rironi kutoka Mau Summit itapita hapa Eldoret itaelekea mpaka Maraba, na tunashukuru sana. Jambo lingine, tumeona rais ameunganisha nchi yetu ya Kenya kutoka Garissa mpaka Kenya yote mzima kwa ufupi.
Some icheket neki cabinet secretary noto nebo ripsetab kalyet eng emet orit Dr. Fred Matiang'i komong eng opposition akobois ak President Dr. William Ruto.
Sisi tunaomba Fred Matiang'i afanye nini? Arudi kwa serikali ndani. Tunaomba Fred Matiang'i arudi kwa tutamu. Yeye alifanyia President Uhuru kwa tamu mbili na walikuwa pamoja na President Ruto. Ni kitu gani kinampeleka aende kando awache ule mwenye walianzisha na yeye? So kwa hivyo sisi tunaomba sana yeye akuje aende arudi nyumbani asike advice kwamba sisi wa Kisii tumekuwa nje ya serikali miaka mingi. Tumekuwa kwa serikali miaka mingi na sasa raundi tunataka tuwe ndani sana.
Akot kunotok komwae bororionotok pa Abakusi kole yikitokyingei lewenisiet neo noto nebo kenyitab 2027 kosome bororiosiek tugul chemeng'indos eng taonitab Eldoret kokimi tetutik tugul chotok chetokyingei kalyet.
Tunaomba jamii wa Kenya sisi wote, tungependa kuomba ya kwamba tunaomba amani, tunaelekea wakati msimu wa election. Tunaomba tafadhali jamii sote wa Kenya tupendane na tukue na sauti moja, na sisi kama jamii Abakusi community hapa Rift Valley tunasema ni tuta.
Kong'eteke taonitab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Koek rirek che echen eng familia agenge eng kokwetab Sio eng waditab Nyongores eng Chepalungu Bomet County yekangobet sobonukwak lagok somoku chebo familia inotok eng nyasutietab maat nekobel koing'wai eng kemboutab amut ole tomo kenai kit nekoipche kobit maat kobate tesetai chikilisiet kongenyoru report notok kobun sirindenyo eng taonitab Bomet Festus Rono.
Koik rirek che echen en familia ak kokwetab Kimatisho en sub-county nebo Chepalungu yekon koityi nyasutietab maat en kembout nekoekyin betutab rani akobeten sobonwek lagok somok chebo kenyisiek 7 ak simatonik chebo kenyisiek 6.
Andaune ng'oliotab pole koityi kap Bonibes en nyasutietab maat nekoityi icheket. Bonibes iman ke bo kokwet kitwoldo kidogo kwane. Kokangeitu ole kobo saa 7 kakiwach saa 7. Kakiwach saa 7 keruou ngeitu kotom kochang'a biik. Ngeitu kotakolole maat en ireu kotom koet en rumit ni komakinai kele komii lagok rumit nino nimbo komosin ni kerwai kebir kiyoinik en komosin kelele mi lagok ndani en bedroom nemi yun ndamun kamakechutu yu en ng'alekab maat bar keswen komomii mat lagok kikunduan kele komii rumit ni bar kebwa rumit ni kowo mat mokichutu kit nekakiyai kityo keromu beek en tankit noo no ak kebunu batit barakiat nyoketumu kimisen maat en yon komatakomis akine lakini kotor bandaye kotulian so kimwoe pole en chitugul ak kokwet komugul weri man kwandab lagochu man kalolyo ko kikobun challenges chechang nia ki time age ko kikebut en duket time age kora ko kikichor en probox kikelel kaseret chichi
tupcho nguno kuren Bamurenga pole kabisa mbona kana asubuhi katonu kabisa so nyikitun
Kaitita kandoik ak chong'indab biik chebo komosotok ole kamiten barak rirek kosubkei ak nyasutenoton.
Kokwoni ongemuiten kot kotaketar uchunguzi ak kemwoe kora kele kot komi chi neingen netindoi baornat age tugul kole mara komi chi nekotinygei en oret age tugul kesome kele kaikai ngemwa amun chi nekakoba kot kibet sobetab chito komaunyokse non ko kit newendi kora kot ko ngomi tayon ko kakomongei so kimoche kelen kityo biik amuiten ak keker kele ongikaikai bichu akot komi ng'ala chengen chi kesome kora ile imuche iwochigei boyotab kokwet iwochigei kirwokindet anan iwe kapolis ak imwa kot komi kit nengen neto mara kokotinygei ak mai
korusei kwong'et neo kabisa en keret kan keker kokakobwa biikab stimet akomwa kole mabel stimet kot kakiteben kora mama nebo kot komwa kole komomi maat ako komomi kwenik chekomi yon so kimoche kesom police kwai ile tunaita thorough investigation kenai kele angot komi chi nekoyai tengeki keipchi hatua.
Kasom biik chekaitita kokwonoton kobit chikilisiet neyamat ole kosubkei ak kibagengeit nebo kimnotetab sitimet nebo Kenya Power komotinygei nyasutenoton ak kimnotetab sitimet.
Kokimi tuan oin ak lagochotet arambe nekinekit en gaa en Kiriba ko kangemwon akobo lagochutet ko koek mstuko baet kabisa astukan amache kityo mami kit nekemwa amache ale pole ak kesom uchunguzi kotestai komie amun ele kalalda mai komo manyasutiet nebo atkan tugul iniker ele kaname mat komache komi question amun mabel sitimet wayatab sitimet ko kawo neo so komiten yon kimache kebokyi police koyai kasinywan.
Kakimut borwek chebo lagochoton somok koba kot nekikonore muswek nebo Longisa Referral Hospital kong'eten kokwetab Kimatisho en sub-county nebo Chebalungu en county nebo Bomet. Logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
En kasarata ko karus kwong'et meng'ikab kokwetab Chelabul eng Kimolonik sublocation eng Nandi County yekango ng'etyi yautiet nemobo kotugul ole kobol biik chetomo kenai konyekab teta eng biutab chi agenge eng kokwonoto ole kome tanyata. Kamwa meng'ichoto kole netai kobitu yautionoto eng kokwonoto ole moche ichek keyai chikilisiet netitaat netoreti kenai biik chekoisuldae yautionoto ko ngenyoru logoiwechoto bo kwong'et kobun sirindenyo eng kebeberta nebo Nandi Hills eng Nandi County Nelson Tarbei.
Kosubkei ak rutuet inene ko nenyi tanyata kokarus ichek kwong'et eng karonetab raini eng kasarta nekanyor ichek kokebar tanyata ole kokibol konyek.
Kokangang'et karon anyun aweteri ale botyokyi teta. Yaitite aker kwong'utik chekokobit kokakoru teta kosheb batai akanam kelyek chechik koba barak. Aweke anyun akatepte kalanitok ale ngawe korok anyun ibaro kit nekatestai. Ndalen aitite yundok kokakome tanyata ki ako kakebal konda akaketil. Amelen anyun tiony ama seset chito nekonyokotil ak rotwet. Ko nguno kokasindana kwong'utik chotok ale tomo akere anyun eng sikenyun ketunotet nyu tugul akoi nguno.
Karuptenita werinyi Jackson Rotich nekamwa ine kole akoi nini bo maana ichek amune asikesulda yautyonoto mobo kotugul.
Amu kanyo kokuro gogo eng karonetab rani kero nyasutiet nekakobit eng teta komami lelutiet neketing'enge biikab kokwet ak chebo orinyo akityo bunyanda konyo kityo akonyokwa bunyandit ngai.
Kaimangei meng'ikab kokwonoto kondochin Margaret Kembai nekamwa ine kole kakon arogenet neo yautyonoto ole tomo kobaorianchin ichek yautiet neuni eng kokwonoto.
Nyekeker kityongon mami kiy nekakiyai age tugul. Kabetwech kele kitaunono amu tomo kekere. Ko bikyok kaa kounoto ako kai ko kosetu. Kai ko biik chesetu chematinye kiy. Kou ele kingometo boiyot kai kokilgei kijanaek. Koek kijanaek chekakilgei man ipkwalchigei teta koalchi mama nenywa. Ko yakakoit yoto yo nyokotile chito. Ko bikyok ngot iker chirirke, ngot isich chirirke akiker kai nyalilda netindoi akoririo lagok. Koketunis kityo kijanaechu tomo akot keba koi. Ko teta nito nekotakilen ipkemwoe kole kibendi. Ara is kakome teta. Sikeitene lagochu.
Eng komostanyi komwa boyotab kwok nebo kokwonoto bo Chelabol Stephen Birken kole kakonam ichek chikilisiet netokyingei kenai biik chekotinygei ak amune asikosuldae ichek yautyonoto mobo kotugul.
Kokoib hatua alechi mama pirchi biik chebo kurgat irai bichoto sinyekeng'alal tugul kele kiyoe ne. Bas kanyekeng'alal kakoba biik kosirin polis kakekur daktari kakoit daktari kanyokosibitishan kakoit polis kakerekuten kila kiy. Ko nguno ko ki kokwet kokasome kokwet ale mokan kenomchi yoto kakobwa serikali lakini ongeku serikalit kora kename yoto kinisiet amu akoi kwatol chichi atolu akot ngomatol ngai kwatol kokwet age nekowo nemakilen kwo barabara matkwo kapchi ko somenyu noto.
Kong'etegei county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet chebo Kass kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Kong'ete county nebo Nandi ndoi county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet ole kakokoito kurset kibengeitab Kalro koityi biikab emoni koibchi komonut kolsetab marakwek chenootin kou Nyota beans amu kororon eng chametabgei nebo borto ole tesetai kibengeinotok ak chobetab keswekab marakwechoto kosubkei ak netindoi tuguk cheteche borto. Kokinyoru report notok eng koindo kobun sirindenyo eng kebeberta nebo Iten eng Elgeyo Marakwet Andrew Kimeto.
Kosubkei ak koitet nemite barak nebo kabatik chemakchinigei keswekab marakwek chenaat ko Nyota beans kokotoi tetutietab contract farming kibengeitab Kalro komi eng kibagenge ak Harvest Plus ak World Vision asikoker kole kakikanapta tesetab keswechoto eng kwenutab kabatik. Kong'ololi yekangorutechi kabatichoto isuldoe tesetab keswek anan seed production eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet komo ofisayat netelelchini seed production eng kibagenge noto bo Kalro Masi Boywo kole kong'ete kotoi koalda keswechoto kikochang'a kabatik chemache kokol keswechoto bo marakwechoto naatin ko Nyota beans.
When the demand went high, we realized that we cannot meet the market demand. So in Kalro Seeds, we do contract farming. This means that we engage farmers who are now, we call them seed growers, to produce seed for us. The purpose of this is just to ensure the scale up that we had talked about. As Kalro alone, we cannot be able to produce the demand that is there in the country for Nyota bean. So we have to engage growers. Now these growers, they have to have some certain things to meet the threshold to be seed growers. They have to have land, which is highly fertile. They have to have at least some access to water. And they also have to have the capacity to produce seed. Seed production is not a cheap business, because we have to do a lot of monitoring, we have to do a lot of maintenance to ensure that the end product is quality and is of high value.
Agenge eng kabatichoto ko Dorcas Chebet nemite kokwetab Kapterin eng Kamarin Ward nekamwa kole kikochi inendet kibengenotab Kalro keswek chekitaunegei noto kokikomuktochi konyor keswek chechang chekikoropchi kabatik alak.
Hii marakwe imenisaidia mimi sana. Ngine nimepea shule, watoto wamesomea naye. Ngine tunakula. Asa mimi niko na granis kuko na koko. Nimewalisha hao wamepata nguvu sana. Hata nasikia kwa shaku ya watoto ya wajanga nasikia wamama wengine wamesema imekuwa sawa. Alafu wakina kuku wako na afya. Sina hata time ya kununua nyama. Mimi nimeona hii inakuwa kabisa chakula yenyewe yenye inasaidia sisi kabisa kwa nyumba.
Penina Mwoki ko ofisayat kobun kipengetab Harvest Plus nekamwa kole makat kotakekimit tetutyonoto eng emet komugul asikonyor kabatik keswek chechang chebo marakwek choto nootin ko Nyota Beans.
We have a network of agro dealers that we work with. So from Kalro Kitale, the technology moves to the agro dealers, they stock the seed, and that dream of reacting in terms of iron beans will continue to go on.
This is a nice technology. It is really solving problems in homes, and we are happy for all our partners for what they are doing, and we encourage them to continue bringing in this technology and ensure that it reaches more communities within Kenya.
Kongete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Kiwangune logoiwek chogo county noto nebo Uasin Gishu ole oret agenge nebo kekanapta mungaroshek chemengechen choto nootin ko MSMEs eng taonitab Eldoret ak county komugul nebo Uasin Gishu ko kaikoito konetishet kampunetab tuget nebo Britam koityi chemungarainik chenamu mungaroshek choto mengech kotinygei ak ortinwek chebo kanaptaetab mungaret ak kirendaetab asenet nekikoipchi mungaroshek chechang kolulyo. Kosub ak Chief Operating Officer eng Britam General Insurance Leonard Chirchir ko kakoit kasarta nenyolu ketokchi kimnotet mungaroshek chemengechen eng emet amu yoe boisiet neo eng kanaptaetab uchumi nebo emoni koboto bandab tai koiarorwech logoiwek choto sirindenyo eng taonitab Eldoret Timothy Kiplimo.
Mungaroshek chemengech koyumi kebebertab 30 en 100 nebo GDP nebo emetab Kenya akosire kebebertab 80 en 100 en biik chemite boisionik chemobo office en emoni. Nito ko kosubkei ak Chief Operating Officer en Britam General Insurance Leonard Chirchir nekamwa kole kayum chemungaraek en county nebo Uasin Gishu asikong'alali kaimutik chebune mungaroshek choto koboto ortinwek chekiboisie en chengetab walutik en kaimutik choto.
Among the things that we've discussed today is the risks that they face in their businesses, including also what sustainability measures should they put in place to be able to have their businesses sustainable. As we all know that the SMEs in Kenya controls about 30% of the GDP in Kenya contributed by SMEs. This city of Eldoret is among the key stakeholders in the economy of the country, and that's why we find ourselves here coming for the second time in the year to ensure that we reach all the SMEs that are there in this particular town and even the surrounding areas.
Koyautik chebo chorset, besenwogik, ng'atutik chekimen ak rerunetab rabinik koalak eng tuguk chekamache mung'arek choto kole kaimutik cheechen en yaetab mung'aret.
So among the things that we speak during these particular sessions are the risks that they face as SMEs, and that insurance can be able to provide coverage on, including risks like political violence, that is a critical risk in the country. Among the other things include even the upcoming cyber liability, which is also becoming an emerging risk in businesses. We've seen a number of businesses go down because of hacking that leads to loss of information, loss of clients' data. Among the other things, we also speak around the health insurances that businesses need, because we realize that majority of the SMEs will go down because of health of illness of one of the key stakeholders of key partners in their businesses, and making them not be able to sustain their businesses.
En kasarata komuna pang'echeret en Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry KNCCI mornetab Uasin Gishu Willy Kenei ak rubeiwotab afisayat neo en St. Luke Hospital Mary Lelei kole kakoit kasarta nenyolu kekushikong ak kekanapta mung'aroshek chemengech en emoni.
We've also identified the challenges SMEs face here in Kenya, starting from pending bills, which is affecting many businesses here in Kenya, especially from the county governments, non-payment, and even the national government institutions. We've also discussed about challenges in terms of accessing funding. We've discussed challenges in terms of sharing of information and availability of the market.
It is good in business when we work together. When you work alone, you get tired along the way. When you work with others, you are able to go very far because of the motivation you get from your friends.
Kong'eten kanaset nebo Eldoret en county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kanenyu ko Timothy Kiplimo.
Ko notok ko report nebo sirindenyo Timothy Kiplimo kong'ete taonitab Eldoret nekakoit let eng logoiwekab emet chekaitun eng inguni kong'ete Kass TV. Kainenyu ko Bernard Tanwe. Amagun kit age tugul nemie testai iker Kass TV amu kimnotet naet.
Bensal G3 in 1 koborei, kirindoi akotere mionwogik.
Wekse en kasartage en kenyini ketikab boskilisiek barabarosiekab Kaptagat en betutab Jumamos tarikit 4 arawetab 7 en kenyini en kabelisiet nebo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge. Tetat kotouge kabelisioniton sait agenge nebo asubuhi akotokyige course nebo 80 kilometers netinye elevation gain nebo mitaisiek 900 ak 16. Kabelisioniton bo ketetab boskilisiek koyatat en elite riders, parasailist, veterans chebo kenyisiek 40 ak barak ak junior riders chebo ingwony nebo kenyisiek 18. Tesetai nguni siretab kei nebo kabelisioniton bo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge. Boisien pay bill number nebo 745611 ak account name ko betut nekikisichin Yeicham, date of birth. Kabelisioni bo ketetab boskilisiek nebo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge ketete en kibagenge ak Kaptagat Integrated Conservation Program neibu en kibagenge ureriosiek ak conservation nebo itonwekab emet. Eng tebutiet age tugul ibire simoit nambait nebo 0721 771 542 anan ko 0710 10 1026. Ride, compete, challenge yourself at Kaptagat.
Baetab ngokenik kotinye kewelutik chechang mising. Kobetetab ngokenik ak arek ko koimutiet neo en boindet age tugul. Mionwogik chechang kobitunen ole menye ngokenik. Koi boindetab ngokenik ko matisis yeng'emoksei mung'areng'ung. Boisien Bensal G. Bensal G 3 in 1 kobun Osho Chemicals ne broad spectrum disinfectant asikomyeit boisieng'ung nebo baetab ngokenik. Borei kutik cheireu mionwogik en koitetab 99.9% en mionwogik cheboto Gumboro ak Newcastle. Piten Bensal G got orit tugul nebo ngokenik akoi kurget. Bensal G3 in 1 koborei, kirindoi akotere mionwogik. Kerichot kobun Osho Chemical Industries Limited.
Lene ureriosiek ketuitosi eng tetutiet nebo Lene ureriosiek elekitokyinige ng'wondet nebo ureriosiek.
Course haikuwa mzuri sana, ilikuwa mbaya.
Kong'eten chopchinetab kei nebo rwoik chebo emetab Kenya kochopchingei labatosiek cheterter ak urerenik chebo emet nebo Kenya. Koboto kora ng'alalutik chebo ng'amutik chebo ureriosiek eng emoni.
So ameche alechi vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisien en oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi.
Eng ui tugul ole imite atochin mising eng tetutietab kasari nekibun kabaibaitetab kei kobun tienwogik cheterter cheu bongo, Afrobeat, amapiano ak alak chechang mising. Keri ile kotuye ak anendet Cheroti Toti kila Jumamos kong'ete sait 4 nebo karon.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitkei ak kinoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutikchok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet naet.
Richard Mutai, jina ya kazi ni Bolingo. Mimi ni driver, naendesha gari zote kutoka lori. Hii mguu ndio tunaitanga a division ambayo nimetumia for 24 years.
Kikilie?
Ki accident. Nene legure longisa. Kiyo bule kibare chebunyo magimeny.
Iwendi ano the distance yoe boisioni ene lorin.
Asore ngende kene lekibare Loita.
Loita ko Narok?
Boundary nebo Tanzania. Ak Kenya en komosin bo constituency nebo Narok South. Kit neimuche iyai chito netindoi kewelindab borto iyai. Tuguk chealdoi meset. Kit age tugul boisionik chenyolu chekeyai keyai itinye simakiityi kesom kinyonyi.
Silosu kila Jumatatu agoi komut kasi otochin asikobit kenyoru tienwogik chotok cheiberurech.
Mountain Jehovah,
tienwogik chelelachen.
Tinye Jeiso tuguk chechang. Sominende sigogoni, mogoriot kiptayanden yo, mogoriot nebo mogo.
Tienwogik chebo kwaya. Tiendo neisomchinige. Tiendab TBT. Chutak tugul inyoru eng tetutiet nebo Ilosu sikekas kong'ololwech Jehova kobun tienwogik. Ane Lea Kemboi Komen. Kass FM.
Akurin inyewe Kiptaya, inyegene amang'u. Aibun somutikchuk Baba, inyegene imuchi.
Sikosoman Sela, ayoe boisietab optitai, koteki barua. Sikosomanen Sela, akesich kora chekikombwanen kot nekimi.
Ndoitos akere mama riren chiket. Akere silok tom kowal uniform. Mi nerire en ko. Apare sayat koti. Ko akinde kibulit. Akwang'an kityo kolany kalyanai. Apare ateben mama korire mochome komwowon. Kotor ateben biik kwonyik alak chekimenye tugul kolenchon kakikerchi ko lakwet. Apare akere man ko kakikerchi ko kakisushi korue lakwet.
So kikikeran kot because of 1500 Kenya.
Yeah, because of 1500.
So ana ko sindana kolipan kabisa 50.
Kabisa sindanech akot inei. Mara koib makatia. Konyokobutyin icheken keng'etu ak chepchumba ak mam. Koib ne ala ko mara komut ano komuti ichek kobakakte koib sikaruk konyokokonori sikonaga chumvi en dupcha tukik en dupcha tatun ko yani keker kele kakoik constant yani makemoken kii. Mungu wako na mipango mwema juu ya maisha yangu, Mungu wako na mipango mwema juu ya maisha yangu.
Mungu wako
Bensal G3 in 1 koborei, kirindoi akotere mionwogik.
KALRO ko research institution ne developing technologies chemi crops chemi ngalekab crops ak ngalekab tuga. Kitinye kimi emet tugul ako kimache kemakan sure kele kakiboisien shirikait nebo serikali keinwan ngalekab kilimo chebo emet ak sana chebo gaa. KALRO ko research ngalekab minutik chebo crops. Ako kasinyo nekitoben nguni en site nebo Rift Valley ketinye center nenyo nemi Naivasha neborien ngalekab soils. Tuga tugul chebo soils kuanzia mbegu akoi ngalekab transfer nebo soils komi Naivasha. Naivasha kora ketinye ngalekab ngokenik. The improved KALRO improved chicken che kitinye station nekoketau nemi Naivasha, but the main station kokomi Kakamega lakini kokeibu substation nemi Naivasha. So kasi nebo tu ak yekeba olimbo Perkera ketinye station nebo moingonik asali. Ako hii station zote koba tuga koba kumiat ko connected kulak KALRO. So komache mkulima ngalekab mbegu konyoru, kot komache ngalekab ne konyoru. So ngaga kilen the station ko teleli ngalekab tuga or minutik ko KALRO. Ama KALRO ko dealing ak so many crops. Ko toreti wakulima nguni konyoru kanetisiet konai kole atko mbegu kekolda ano, kiripta ano ngalekab magonjwa, kiripta ano ngalek kindonoita ano mbolea, kindona ki harvestane namna gani akeyachini what value sab kora konget mkulima konyor the maximum benefits. So mi ngalekab mbegu ako KALRO achek ko ngalekab tuga ko question about research ko kemekan sure kele ki improveni teta kulingana na challenges chebo climate, kulingana na challenges chebo productivity. Kemekan sure kele teta nekibukoni kokone chego ya kutosha nekamuch kotoret familia. Mateken kebukan teta nengilen kokaikochi kasi neo lakini makonin chego kokonin hasara akimi. So amu kitobeni sae kele kimache kilimo biashara. Without kilimo biashara then mkulima anaumia. So kineti achek kimache kenet mkulima koelewan njia nemoe konyor benefits kupitia shirika ya serikali kama KALRO. Ako KALRO ko iko tayari kabisa kutoret mkulima from every sector nekimi. So mache asome wakulima chebo chicho komekan sure kole kakiwoken tugul katembelanchi station nenyo, kateb maswali, kakol mbegu chebo certified, kangololchi scientist nebo technology. Amu sae ketinye technologies che ngetoben achek wana science kele ngo technologies chemuch kotoretech mkulima komutech kongete sae akoi karon en ngalekab problems. So asome kabisa kwa unyenyekevu biikab gaa keboisien shirika nei nebo Kalro. Okay. Kasome wakulima kora chebo ng'ongen achek biikab chekibunu South or North Rift kekole bandek kwa wingi. Mahindi ko mainstay ninyo. Ngaka chekitoreti nguni kele wakulima ongeyai diversification, ongekol kawek, ongekol chaik, ongekol avocado. Lakini amu tekikole bandek kwa wingi. Mi kit age koroito age nekile aflatoxins. Koameche asom ale aflatoxin ko ya ako ya kabisa. Amu aflatoxin kobunu bandek chemakima. Bandek chekakonor eng store komait moisture nebo 13%. Kong'et bandek kae konyoru tuguk alak chekile moles. Ko tos moles ko chemekoni yebekeng'a kokochi chito kit age nekile aflatoxins. Ko aflatoxins wasayansi kikotoben kochikil kole these aflatoxins kotinye relationships ak korotwek chikokomong chemamukeelewan mocha kou cancer. Komakimeche kele correlated lakini sana tuguchoe ko tuguchoe komong'u because tukchekiyoe kama wakulima komaketinye hutu. Amu kikere mkulima ni kakokes bandek amu kikere sai wakati wa kupanda komi ng'alekab ropta ako kesoe kele kongoi amu kakorobonji bandek. Ko sana ko bandek alak konunsot nekatakiwirto kit netaban kole mkulima kanya ang'et bandechu kanyamikisen kidogo sikwalda. Matakonai mkulima kole bandechu koyach ko cheibe koroito ako chemi bandechu koaldochin siro ko siro ini keibe bandek Nairobi, keibe bandek Kisumu, keibe bandek kila mahali. Ako bandechu keng'oe kekwany kwam lagok cho chemi Nairobi chemi town. Ko karon tukchigei eng gaa kokakochutkei ak ne koroito. So koasom wakulima ngotko mi kiy neya kokemekan sure kele atkoyach bandek eng kaitang'ung koyach eng chitugul komatikany kekoite koba siro. Kaikai kemuiten ketoben kele mbegu choe bandek cho kakoyakitu aisuru kakoyakitu amatakikoi teta because yekikoi teta kwam teta kokonin chego ilu chegae kowekchigei ng'alek chekayach ako kangiwirta ilokta bandek chae koyach kokelin iistoegei lakini baadaye kakowekokis konyokwam mkulima. So kwasome ngeyoe kilimo keteste kora some ethical part of it. Keiku wangwana simasikin keng'et tuguk cheyach kekany koba siro ako koya kabisa kosome. Ako Kalro kotinye kokeyai research aketoben kele mi tuguk alak chekokechop chekikuren aflasafe. Ko aflasafe kentonochin bandek yo mi mbar yo karibu kakoboit kutung kidogo mi nusu kole ke spritani kong'ete bandek kerchechu kile aflasafe konome koroyoe kile chekonu aflatoxins sakora konam komachut bandiande. So iye njia moja nekimache kele atko mache kewasiliana Kalro siboisien kerchechoe kile aflasafe. Ako eka moja koboisien kilo 4 ako kilo 4 choe ko siling 800. So mache wakulima ketoben kele ikombean 800 amuch iboisien eng mbar ak rabinik chemache iboisien kenyae koroito nekakobichit. Kakamwa ale Kalro kotilin ak mimea chechang ochei, kitinye chechang over 30 ako kitobenoti sai yo kibendoti kekweote report. Kitinye nganok, kitinye kasta, kitinye njuguk, kitinye marakwek. Ko kakitobeni kele atko tinye community neng'wong ako kere kole otinye ka crop nemuch komean eng area inoe kewasilishankei so that sikenyoru nafas kekonok mbegu chekiyoe testing. Amu station nenyo nekikechop kichop serikali ko structure in a way nemuch kendena kikichop station nenyo nebo Njoro ko keyachini kasi ng'alekab nganuk ak ng'alekab oil crops. Minutik chekone mwanik cheu canola, cheu castor ko amu ng'alekab climate change kakobichet mabadiliko nebo hewa kemoche kora wakulima kokol tugun chemelen chomo koba pamoja ak ng'alekab climate. Amu climate kikere nguni temperature, kikere ng'alekab joto inapanda, ropta komelen tekiwonikinye kilen roboni continuously in the season. So kimache kisome wakulima koyai diversification, koyai kazi ya KALRO, koyai kazi ya KALRO, visiten KALRO centers, visiten our open days, so that konyor ng'omnotet. Kakile ng'omnotet ni mwanzo ya kujenga taifa. So kusome picture koboishe serikali nebo KALRO ak kemoche kemwochi kongoi Kass FM amu kokotoretech kabisa koleta ng'alekab kilimo. Ako ngotoben kat kewoken tugul kazi ko betusiek chebo tai ko karan amu tutakuwa tumetajirisha. Kazi yetu ni kuhakikisha kuwa mkulima kakonyor report mzuri nebo kilimo. Ako KALRO kotinye all the technologies ak tuguk tugul kotoret mkulima. Meumianen kaa. Shida neo nebo kabatik netinye raini ako kufuatana na ng'alekab mabadiliko chebo hewa kekere kuwa every year mkulima kokolso mbarenyin loseni 30% to 40% chebo harvest. Ino ko ngwan kabisa. So kisome wakulima kemakan sure kotoret konyor konetisiet kidogo on how to manage post harvest losses. Ako post harvest losses ko kemwoe kuni kibeti minutik en mbar kong'et kokechelewan ikes welegende ak tuk chekekonorte. Hiyo ndio tunapoteza. Amo much kuboria mkulima konyor mbegu nekaran kokol muda mzuri, lakini wakati wa kebut kochelewan. Yechelewan koyakitu wakulusen mkulima revenue nekatanyoru. So kisome kele mi KALRO kotinye technologies chechang chemuch kemanajan post harvest losses. Kitinye at kekole bandek ketinye small gadgets chetoreti mkulima konai kole kakoyam bandiande, you know. Ngele kikono bandek kimache ke-store when it is 13% moisture content. Ngot komait bandek 13% moisture content konyoru moles. So kisome bandek yekaikas ing'a ima ko 13%, and then kekonor komie mekany kikonor mali kuna contamination. Ama contamination ko mekani sure kole bandek cho kainyoru kobetyo komatakaam. Kitinye department nebo post harvest management en KALRO. Ko department inoe kotobeni kole mengutikab mkulima ne nekikesen mengutik en mbar. Ngo bandek ne nemuch kekese bandek. Nebo oeng ne nemuch kotoret mkulima keib bandek cho kong'ete mbar akoi store haraka komayakitu. Nebo somok ne nemuch kotoret mkulima kong'a tuguk chekae keinemu kiyai clean processing ko processing. So kitinye technology kulingana na crop. At ko bandek ketinye, ngot ko njuguk ketinye, ngot ko marakwek ketinye, ngot ko ne ketinye. So yo kiprocessing kemekani sure kele miano machinit nekaran nemuch keng'et nemuch kong'a meng'unotet kakekes en mbar. And nebo mwisho komuch ne nekikonoren. Mi lolonik chekikokonor serikali chekile emetic bags. Ako soso karan ochei. Tos emetic bags yemayam bandiande or yemayam the crop, iyo crop komasikini ko itaharibika and itakuwa hasara sana kwa mkulima. So kitinye technology pa kalro chumu kotoretin au kita nebo maana ko keelewan kele ne nekemoche in every stage, yekaikas bandek or yekaikas the crop from the mbar. Achek kalro ko kipendi tai keyae research innovation ko makitile ne achek ak biashara. Kimache kenai kele atko kikonor bandek kemoche ne, keyai research, keyai innovation, yakaketar kekochi the private sector ndakimwochi serikali kele kekonor bandek kemoche kuni, and then kong'et serikali amu serikali komutu the private sector, komutu wanabiashara chemuch keibu that technology chemuch keyai production. So kong'et kenyor that equipment or that technology koityi wakulima chechang. Amu kalro ko about knowledge about the technology, makiyae about the product. The product koyae private sector. Kameche asom wakulima ale kabatishet nebo sai komelen kabatishet nebo 30 years ago. Amu sai ketinye challenges chebo wadudu, ketinye challenges chebo climate kemwa kele ng'alekab temperature, ng'alekab ropta, ak ng'alekab baridi. So amu kokenyoru those challenges kesome wakulima koboisie technologies ak new varieties chebo mbegu chekikoyai kalro. Ko kikeyai tuguk alak chekele climate resilient crop varieties ak seeds. Choe cheko kiketoben kele mbegu noe nekimuch kekochi mkulima komuch ko stamili ng'alekab climate, ng'alekab ukosefu chebo beek ak ng'alekab temperature. Ko atkikol ng'alekab the climate smart crop seeds kosikyin mkulima ngakami challenges chebo climate change ko maken sure kole kanyoru minutik he can be able to harvest. So kalro kotinye all those climate smart varieties chekisome wakulima konyoru amatakekol the traditional varieties. Mi tofauti neo kulingana certified seeds ak seeds chema certified. But kinyoru konia moja en mbegu chebo traditional ko yekol certified inyoru 3 times of that yield. So mabagei ikochi kazi neo, ikochin kazi neo, kasit nebo mbar amenyoru minutik kulingana na seeds. So kakisome kele ngeboisien the climate smart seeds chekinyoru en kalro ako kiboisie sana ak many stockists across various sites. Stockists kobwoni kwale mbegu chicho amuch koitu ako yemami oteben any staff nebo kalro sapkora keibu those varieties closer to the people. Kaking'ololi kele kabatik cho ongetou kewal mawazo nebo kabatik mateketegemenen bandek. Economy nebo sai kemoche keboisien diversification. Amu kitinye problem nebo climate change, kitinye varieties, kitinye crops alak chemuch ko survivan, kitinye neu cassava, ako cassava kotinye soko neo che. So kakisome wakulima koboisie other crops mataketeken en ng'alekab bandek amu bandek ko iman konech ng'alekab bandek chekibe, lakini kitinye much ikol bandek ama survivan ke harvestan because challenge chebo climate. But cassava nemuch inde kityo mbar akinyoru tuber nebo 20 kilos. Kalro ko kikoba tai ochei ng'alekab cassava. So ak sweet potato chemuch kotoretech. Bandechu kora ko keboisien kerichek chechang ochei. Keboisien kerichek mbolea ko siku hizi kelen ot keboisien kemanejan ng'alekab pest, keboisien kerichek kekonori ako kerichechu ko sana kotinye contribution ak mionet kyok yani day to day challenges chebo diseases. So cassava, sweet potato ko very important amo ngeringerchik keboisien en kegole cassava ak sweet potato. Okay, so me wakulima ak all our people ko boisie these new varieties. Ko kemoche ketoben kekwany kengalal ak ketoben kele amune research kikonemu technologies ya kutosha. Ako the other side ko wakulima ko they are not reaping the benefits nebo the research. So kikikurse sekengalal sapkorok ketoben kele much namna gani researchers kotoret wakulima, much namna gani biikab serikali kotoret wakulima, because oret no nemuch kengalal kakimutu chitugul konyo mesa. In mesa ini kora ko kakemutu specific areas chemuch keba taban ak kengalal kulingana na crop. Kat ko biikab bandek kebendi taban ak kele bichu bo bandek mi faida nemuch ketoretegei, ngot ko mami ko amune ko ne nemuch keyai. Kat ko biikab marakwek koba taban, ko biikab so that ketoben kekwanygei ak ketoben kele ne nemuch keyai tofauti to move agriculture to the next stage. So kwasome kora kele amu kikosomonyo biik moving from 20th to 21st century. Ko 21st century sai ko melen amu ngotoben kora ko kakereduce ngalekab workforce. Maketinye enough extension staff chemuch kotoretech komwowech report, komwowech kole kimache ne. So 21st century sai ko ke present technology ne. Okay. So kosom kakamwa kele Kalro kokotoi sabaritab keboishe artificial intelligence ke solve problems chebo technology koboisien data, big data kikoyai waya science ngalek tugul kiko collectan data Kenya, Africa ak global. Ngot ko ngalekab bandek ko kikende ngalekab bandek sanduku moja. Ko this AI komache kityo konai kole shida yako ko ne. Konget kocheng report tugul kulingana na data nemi sanduku nemi database akolechin mkulima shida nengu komeche komini. So kake reducing the challenge nebo information. Ako this big data komuch iboisien from the phone. And scientists ketoben nguni kele kakicheng platforms chechang chemuch kenget ne chemuch keboisien the AI. Ako we want to encourage the young people, the youth, ko present the young the use of AI. Kimache vijana chemi kokwa, chemi gaa, chemtom konyor kasi, chekotore sukul, chekisoman kostoben kole kakiboisie AI ketoret mkulima, toret mzazi, ketoret businessman, kekochi information. And I think the future nenyon baraini komi ngalekab vijana. Amu kakile wakulima chebo sai koyokosekitu. The average age nebo mkulima sai ko 60 years.
Benzal G3 in 1 koborei, kirindoi akotere mionwogik.
Chamke missing chitab kolenjin en tugul ole igere ketesiet nebo Kass TV aga kasarta nebo saisiek kityok asikimuch keyai edition nebo oeng nebo labatet nebo Mau Forest Complex Conservation Edition notok nebo oeng nebo labatani netetat kelabat en Newton County nebo Nakuru nekimiten en bututab raini missing komosta notok nebo Kuresoi tetat kotaunengei edition nebo kenyini komosta notok nebo Olenguruone ako kesunengei Baringo Ai nemiten komosta noton nebo Kuresoi North. Ak eng betut noton nebo raini eng oret noton nebo agenge en Kass TV kemiten ak patron nebo labatet nebo Mau Marathon. Inendet kora ko principal secretary nebo ministry nebo environment, Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno. Kainenyin ko Martin Cheruiyot Chegnur. Itagat bwana PS en Kass TV agonin boroindo noton nebo igat bororiet noton nebo Kalenjin.
Program not only Lincoln research and the president Dr. William Samuel that is the market of right after my
last year.
So Lincoln the first edition.
Yes.
The program and it is a 10-year program negatively by the edition for the next 10 years.
Okay, getting deeper into the marathon and lecture on the conservation of the environment. Tebutiet neo ko tos au kasarta ino niginyoru kabwatutiet noton nebo kabwatutiet noton nebo ke conserve osnet noton nebo Mau. Okotane tamiten komosta noton nebo Mau lakini the other side noton nebo Bomet au liginyoru kabwatutiet noton bwana PS ana patron nebo conservation noton nebo osnet noton nebo Mau. Ako tos ne noton nikiyain ibwat kou noton.
Namwale kit nekikonon abwat ale makat ke restore na ke conserve Mau ko amun kikisikyon yundo.
Okay.
Ako kiaetunen Mau ako kiaburen yoto en kenyisiek chechang. Ko kingotakimengech mi high school. Kiasomanen Kapsawede Boys but kinanyone ka kila anyone Kuresoi North Sirikwo agere kotoko intact forest in the year between the year 1995 and the year 1998 after Form 4.
Yes.
But within no time, agere forest got degraded. Ago kingo kago kagetil ketik kago kakwaos nen ngweny kotoku beropta. Ago betyo ainosiek chekitam kebendi kesoren beek. In fact, kit nekiyaan korok nekorom nekiaker ko betetab ropta amun ki ropta nyon ko kitam konyone koyobu Molo akot konyo Kuresoi akot namgei ak Kericho. When you have a canopy of trees and a forest cover and very thick, that's where you can be able to retain a good rain. It's a rainforest. Ko ginagiyaan noto abwat ale ako kuanga kako kemeut kolinyon. Ako ginale naker nakaibu kemeut nonto ako aker ko osno nekiketil ketik chechang. Ko kinoto nekikonon ayai kasit abwat kimi muguleldo nyu kitomo anyoru a platform nekikonon ang'et in ayai boisionito. Lakini kingochut serikali and I want to aweki kongoi Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto kingo appointed na principal nebo environment and climate change. Ko ikany aker ale akanyoru boroindo nekararan nemuch keyai kasit ak biikab Kuresoi North, Kuresoi South, Molo ak Njoro en Nakuru County ak Mau tugul. Aker ale atinye platform nekararan. But chito nekiinspirenan ko PS nebo Treasury. Dr. Chris Kiptoo. Amun Chris Kiptoo ko kitokwai restoration nebo Kaptagat Forest kongeten 2017-2018.
Yes.
In fact, this year I celebrated the 10th edition about Kaptagat Restoration Program. I celebrated the second edition. So that has been my inspiration. I also push Negibunu, my PS colleague nebo Forest, PS Mugambi. Kikibetuan ako amutat kibunot indegate. Akale nge landed new ko Forest. Mayan ko le Forest yoto PS Mugambi. Kuli ona ingeta ni amuni inye okwe kikutare Forest. Iger ginegei agi restaurant forest, and that is where that is a ginegitore inoto ako kunan amoneo ato program ito inito nebo Mau Forest Conservation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amache awekten batay amun tabana ngale choton chebo conservation. Edition niton tugul en period niton tugul ko missing ke tokingei minset noton nebo ketik.
Yes.
Age adopten forest.
Yes.
Ngolole noton later on lakini kimuch incorporate labatet last year kiker labatet nebo 21 kilometers kenyini komiten a full marathon nebo 42 kilometers tos kilabat bwana PS korong kasi kinyoren ano passion notok nebo labatet tos mara kilabat kini miten sukul
I'm an athlete but not magergag ot kipchoge pichon alak lakini kalabati ak pi those athletics things kabisa kajame labatet ot ngune ot athletics I watch
kichome nebo
200 meters kabashot so kabisa so in the program of Mau Forest Complex kunda components mi nebo restoration nebo mitset ab ketik so ko miten nebo livelihood that is why kakile integrated livelihoods improvement and then sige one component nebo somok ko ngalekab circular economy ngangemi Uganda ko keker biik chebo Pakpro biik chebo Pakpro ko supportenech eng ngalekab circular economy waste management then komi anyoker alak mi biik how do we entrain community to participate in conservation ager ale the only way how to bring youth the old the children and everybody collaborate
ago atili nini yoton last year ko kikiyai 21 kilometers very very successful ki turn out ko kimiten barak ni akimuch kobel labatit noton nebo Kuresoi South ne noton mi kiyain incorporate nago in the full marathon ago ma full marathon negen miten full marathon 42 kilometers nebo kwanyik ak murenik miten 21 kilometers murenik ak kwanyik miten 10 kilometers murenik ak kwanyik ak 5 kilometers noton nebo corporate rate lakini missing ne noton ni kiyain imuchi corporate labatet nebo 42 kilometers
kit nekikan ko kinoker ale kikitinye kasarta nemingin kepangan program nekibo last year kongeten kikipangani ngeten September ak kelonchen en October kikitinye kityo 4 months kimuch konyo Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto the President of the Republic of Kenya nyokolonchen the 10-year program nebo Mau conservation ako kone challenge to restore 40,000 hectares kumakat amin ketik 4 million every year ko kinoker ale the way to incorporate ko ketechi labatet ko kinoker ale kakirahisi kinapangan 21 kilometers ak apangan 10 kilometers ak 5 kilometers family run ak aker the number of participants aker ale this is the only way which communities can come to conserve the forest because in the marathon conservation and the reason why we are having a marathon ko kebore for every one footstep kilabati ile melabati for anything it is running for conservation aker ale Agwon this area is at a very good altitude, good terrain. I know it's a very tough terrain. Allen Abiman 42 Allen again constituencies come Njoro, Molo, Kuresoi North, ak South connection. Agar Konyi give me monkey to the same day. Agar 43 kilometers from Joro, from Onuguruane to Paringo, Sirikwa. I go for AK what they look at ko magat ko tamak the road and the terrain also the support from the people around the area agera lag agrais again cooperating 42 that's why I kept more ke ko ile an AK tay burwarok 2-3 years ale abana 42 ale ande aba chap
ago goiwe chap agora como sono to the prize money ko imuchi elevate 7.8
exactly so the easiest way to conserve a forest, I have realized, is working with the communities. Kogi through what we are calling Tree Establishment and Livelihoods Improvement Program, TELIS. Nagigiwa na community jobs gigoin kasaratan de bambariat ko mingetik ago tema mitwag. The only way also to empower them with prize money. So through my colleague PS Sports, Elijah Mwangi and the State Department of Sports, we got sponsored last year with 3.9 million. Award then the at least 120 and this section the president the presidential token about 2 million so the total sum they go at least 220 go 5.39 million so this year because go get full marathon last year go award ni 1 to number 30 amu give 4 categories kityo go 4 times starting 120 so this year we retain need the 120 at least but now we have 6 categories. So that's why we are awarding in each category 1 to number 20. Retaining the same at least. But the prize money, the reason why it has moved from 350,000 for 21 kilometers to 600,000. Even naginye that terrain como raise. So, and that money is already secured. I want to really appreciate PS responsible for sports. for securing that prize money, because for AK to agree for a marathon to continue, you must first secure the prize money. So I have 7.8 million, which at least 120. We are awarding number 1 to 20 in 6 categories.
Kutoka imite yote nbola batet ko kele gila bati shot 200 meters 100 meters. Engtai oligan ko kakimiten kekere rwoik choton chekaimuche ko collectene bip collect ko kamangunetab ke nebo rwoik choton chechang ak alak en icheket chekakimuch kengalal kolelen chechang kolelen imuch komawinen betut noton nebo karon lakini koru kanyoru boroindo nebo alabat 42 kilometers en gaa akomuche atesten ke en one of the hardest courses chekioker ane tos konin boiboiyet netiana iker kamangunetab ke noton nebo rwoik makobun komosta noton nebo Kenya kobaten nebunu region noton nebo Kuresoi county nebo Nakuru.
Mache amwa korok ale awekyi kongoi rwoik tugul chekokobwa chekoregisteren ako chekokera. En last year ko kitinye 1019 at least chekiregisteren. Ko ngomut ko kimi 1900 chekwakoregisteren.
So almost the double.
Lakini ra aino nekit koi 3000 yekangemi. Kakobwa nekit another additional between 500 and 700 chekakoregisteren as of today. The beauty in this marathon, so that's why we are ready for the marathon. We anticipated that we were going to have a lot of athletes registering last minute. So we were able to get sponsors who gave us t-shirts, these running t-shirts, pips, and every other thing they got in Gun ngobwa ko janga ko maginye problem. Kinye tugu jon tugul. Ko gichap chebo almost 5000 gingengele buande tis at least. So ko agera katesak nekit within today only kan go pigeni. Katesak nekit 500 to 600. So we will hit a double, not even triple. We'll get up to 3000 at least participating tomorrow in all the categories. Ago the prize money ko amwa gajer bi ko the that's 7.8 million is a very good amount of money. To
in Kuresoi
and Nakuru County, the economy. Because we have organized an international kind of marathon, so anyone can come. Rwanda, Mamingala.
Chitap Kolenjin kimiten aka principal secretary nebo ministry nebo environment na inet ko patron nebo labatet nebo Mau Conservancy Marathon nekiloboti eng betut nebo karon. Kass kagomwa inendet kole kokimuch keborionji rwoik cheite 3,000 choton chekosirchigei kolabat eng betut noton nebo karon. Ebwati ile kongeten sait 12 nebo karonet nebo betutab karon kemiten live en Kass TV ak en Kass FM International keibun labatet noton nebo 42 kilometers labatosiek tugul choton chebo betut nebo karon koboto kora ngalalutik choton chebo rwoik choton chebendi kosire kabelisiek ak alak en biik choton chechang choton chemiten eng betutab karon korwai so betut noton nebo karon kongeten sait 12 akoi kokeskei tetutik tugul chebo igorta noton nemiten eng betutab karon ko mami olda kele nyolu ikere Kass TV ak Kass FM International. Bwana PS iloboti labatet nebo 10 kilometers. Kole ame 21.
For the first time,
I itinye passion notok nebo labatet amun a couple of weeks ago kokimuch keker ni labati en tulondok choton chebo Cherangani.
Yes. Okay, I about 21 kilometers in the expressway.
Okay.
I usually run these races. The reason why Malabati 21 ko this is the first time within the region, like working with the security, because we wanted to make sure that the race is really captured well at that level of international standards. Ko working with security kegere ortinwek chechang. Ako nebatay noto en komasita nyo nebo Kuresoi noto Kuresoi South. So kama gimay keger ortinwek saiti koloi, so mi races chetauge at the same time.
Yes.
So kitau 42 kilometers at exactly 6:30. Lakini by 5:30 kumagat ka koit roi yoto. Napare getare 6:30 lakini of 42 kilometers. Ke flag at 7:30 am ke flag ni of 21 kilometers and 10 kilometers at the same time.
Yes.
Ko alen alaban ni 10 kilometers so ko nom chonta oli no.
Okay, good question, all the best thing with that. komosta noton nebo kanaptaet noton nebo talent labatosiek ak noton nebo kimuch kekanapta kikochi boroindo barnotik nebo korwai kobor talent chechwak ko noton ko just a section noton nebo the whole project ak idea nenguet noton nebo conservation noton nebo Mau forest miten kit noton nebo sustainable landscape management tos arorwech akobo noton
Matter nebo labatet korok miten fun run, family fun run and corporates nebo 5 kilometers. We have almost 1,000 over 1,000 big registered nebo 5 kilometers. Big yon mache or overwai pole ak nan kiflagini of that race at around I think 9 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
9:30.
9:30 a.m. We have only 5 kilometers. So anyone who wants to participate in.
Yes.
Now, the entry point about this program called Sustainable Landscape Management, which is the first component about the entire MFCI CLIP program.
Okay.
Remember, also this program of forest restoration, what the PS responsible for forestry is doing is that he's asking leaders who come from various regions adopting ecosystems on forests in their home counties. So I come from Nakuru, and Mau is where I come from, and I have said I grew up in Mau. That is why Gipto, who comes from Elgeyo Marakwet, is also doing Kaptagat. Waziri Murkomen, who comes from Elgeyo Marakwet, is doing Jirangani. PS Kimodo, responsible for irrigation, is doing Ololuai in Kajiado. PS Kimtai, in charge of mining, is doing Mount Elgon ecosystem. CS Oipan also is also doing Loita Forest, and Edo Public Service has adopted a very huge ecosystem of Nandi Forest and working with other people. So leaders, when they give work with the communities, it is easier to do this restoration, and it's the only way we can be able to achieve the presidential directive to grow 15 billion trees by 2032, which is a big mandate. And landscape restoration, especially in ecosystems, that is why I give a water. So that is the fastest way. So what we've done for Mau, I'm responsible, especially on the Mau. The program is designed for the 4 counties: Nakuru, Narok, Bomet, and Kericho, the bigger counties where Mau comes is situated, including partly Uasin Gishu and Baringo. But I started, say charity begins at home. So I'm doing the Mau restoration of 40,000 hectares, which is degraded in 4 sub-counties of Njoro, Molo, Kuresoi North, and Kuresoi South.
40,000 hectares.
40,000 hectares. And therefore, to do it in 10 years, I'm supposed to restore, working with communities, 4,000 hectares, which translates to planting 4 million trees every year.
Did you achieve it last year?
Not as a 30th June. As a 30th June, we've been able to do up to 1.7 million trees. So I have a balance of 2.3. I got 4 million. I go target about this next second edition.
So 5.
No man, I didn't get. But to accelerate the restoration, we worked with the PS responsible for forest, PS Mugambi, and Chief Conservator of Forest, only to restore Mau with this way of growing trees moja to Tamaliza. So we agreed to approve what we are calling TELIS, Tree Establishment as Livelihoods Improvement Program, where we are working with communities.
With people in community. The next thing not talking about mintet not nebo get go so successful lazima ge incorporate in big community yoton ama just nyoge ngalale noton en komosta noton nebo chitab kalenjin kitesetai ge nyoru ngalalet nebo agenge en agenge ak patron nebo labatet nebo Mau Marathon Conservancy ke gas ka mwawech tetat kolabat inendet eng bututab koron labatet noton nebo 10 kilometers koti labati 10 kilometers to simuchi sindan patron eng betut noton nebo koron tanyoge tesetai ak ngalalet niton atinyege aga kit noton nebo ripset ak tabanet nebo osnet nebo Mau kobaten kibendi kamunget ne donch matitwo kiwekse en kasarta ne matian kongeten county nebo Nakuru. Wekse en kasartage en kenyini ketikab boskilisiek barabarosiekab Kaptagat en betutab Jumamos tarikit 4 arawetab 7 en kenyini en kabelisiet nebo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge. Tetat kotouge kabelisioniton sait agenge nebo asubuhi akotokyige course nebo 80 kilometers netinye elevation gain nebo mitaisiek 900 ak 16. Kabelisioniton bo ketetab boskilisiek koyatat en elite riders, paracyclist, veterans chebo kenyisiek 40 ak barak ak junior riders chebo ingwony nebo kenyisiek 18. Tesetai nguni siretab kei nebo kabelisioniton bo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge. Boisien pay bill number nebo 745-611 ak account name ko betut nekikisichin yeicham, date of birth. Kabelisioni bo ketetab boskilisiek nebo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge ketete en kibagenge ak Kaptagat Integrated Conservation Program neibu en kibagenge ureriosiek ak conservation nebo itonwekab emet. En tebutiet age tugul ibire simoit nambait nebo 0721-771-542 anan ko 0710-10-1026. Ride, compete, challenge yourself at Kaptagat.
Baetab ngokenik kotinye kewelutik chechang mising. Kobetetab ngokenik ak arek ko koimutiet neo en boindet age tugul. Mionwogik chechang kobitunen ole menye ngokenik. Koi boindetab ngokenik ko matisis yeng'emoksei mung'areng'ung. Boisien Bensal G. Bensal G 3-in-1 kobun Osho Chemicals ne broad spectrum disinfectant asikomieit boisieng'ung nebo baetab ngokenik. Borei kutik cheireu mionwogik en koitetab 99.9% en mionwogik cheboto Gumboro ak Newcastle. Piten Bensal G kot orit tugul nebo ngokenik akoi kurget. Bensal G 3-in-1 koborei, kirindoi ak kotere mionwogik. Kerichot kobun Osho Chemical Industries Limited.
Itesetai chitab college nigere ketesiet nebo Kass TV ak keipchini Kass FM International en kemout notok ne inegen kong'eten county nebo Nakuru ele saisiek kityo asike labatet nebo Mau Marathon nekiyoe en betut notok nebo karon. Kimiten ak patron nebo labatanatan noton ko principal secretary nebo ministry notok nebo environment. Ibwat ile kibun labatet notok nebo 42 kilometers ak labatosiek alak en Kass TV kong'eten sait 12 nebo betut notok nebo karon. Ak kotimiten komosta notok nebo Kuresoi, komoswek choton cheterter ak kimiten county notok nebo Nakuru betut notok nebo karon nyoibaorionji rwoik chebo emet notok nebo Kenya. Ko rwoik choton che rwoe en labatet noton koboto kora inyo plain path noton nebo irib ak imuch adoption noton nebo Mau complex. Bwana PS biik choton chemong'ugei betut noton nebo karon amun yon miten rwoik kochome komong biik nia nyokoker ko points choton chebune labatet noton nebo 42 kilometers konomen ole Nguruone.
So kitaunen ole Nguruone,
yes,
sikebwan
Pombo. So biikab ole Nguruone ak Pombo saa 12 ketuyechi ndani.
Kebwan Keringet, kebwan Muchorwe, kebwan County Council, ak kebwan Paigam ak ketorchi Kasharake Baringo Primary School.
So biik tugul choton chemiten kebeberwek choton imong'ugei en betut noton nebo karon asikimuch kebaorionjin rwoik choton korwoe. Amache amutin back Bwana PS olikinye kotomo mengechen kotei ming'in ko kimi boiboiyet nea kin ile amache ra kichutos net ako kasaratan ko kiui mising kikere moe kotil chito ketik ko kinome serikali kong'ete boisiek chebo kokwet ko kikitere kit noton nekitere community because kingen importance noton nebo forest. Ako mising this region ko tegemeanen mising chaik komosta noton nebo Kericho, komosta noton nebo Bomet. Amoche imwon korong experience noton ne inguni ko mamiten.
Ikere forest anan ko ketik anan forest age tugul nemi ko makat ko benefiten the communities chemenye ele nekit ak forest. Ko kimengech ko rahisi keba forest bakecheru kwenik cheko ketik chekolulyo kenyoru kwenik kenyoru kora kumik ak kerichek kou nekiu kou nekiu ak kerichek chechang lakini komakou noto kasar amun kiit kasarta kou kenyisiek chon kamwa ale kitoo ketil ketik kou bila mpango kobekosnet ongamwawok importance chebo Mau. I think amache ateken time amwa kunoto ale ikere River Nile. The source of River Nile ko Lake Victoria. Beek che ainosiek che mangu en Mau ko ainosiek 12 including Sondu, Miri, Sondu River ak so many other rivers. Kotokyingei Lake Victoria. So from Lake Victoria ko River Nile. From River Nile ko Egypt ak ko Ethiopia. Amacha Amual, the Excellency the President launched a very huge dam in the Africa Climate Summit 2 in Ethiopia, over a Grand Renaissance Dam. The source called River Nile, and the River Nile can be traced to Mau Forest. So that is the importance, the international importance of Mau Forest. That's why we need, it is a critical strategic water tower. Masai Mara, the wild beast, even the wild beast migration crosses Masai Mara River. The Mara River, the source is Mau. Forest. All the rivers they feed in the Lake Nakuru, Nimi Yuto Union, Komuno. All the rivers they feed in the Lake Turkana, Koyabu, Mau. So it is a source of 12 rivers and feeding 5 lakes. And we cannot even talk about this importance. The hydro power station Sondu Miriu, Nemiu, no generate the power to Kenchen. The source is Masai Mara, is Mau Forest. That is why it is important to reef Mau. The Itare Dam, which is being constructed, which is supposed to serve Nakuru County, residents of Nakuru County, to generate water for Nakuru and partly parts of the Kericho. The source is Mau Forest. I know she can do a lucky abu Mau. Conservation to Jongi Jemi Mau, ko Magat conservant Mau. So Mau Forest. So that is a critical importance. It is the biggest water tower in Kenya. The Mau Forest covers 440,000 hectares. That's around over 1 million acres. Right? So Magat ke get from that point of view.
From the perspective.
Yes.
Kumagibe gamunget ko ko gamo no lenjin site age go wi missing inyoru chito ne indilege conserve ile chito wi min geti go site age go wi missing ko baten kemuchile kyomucho incorporate in picture ton jebo community in ton jebo geti ko those approach no ni koibe ago how important is that in achieving the target not talking about 4 million trees every year for you?
The first restoration.
Yes.
You working with the community.
Yes.
We used to pay casuals through partners. Now, one thing you need to know as a patron, we are resource mobilizing through partners to do this work.
Okay.
The program is community driven and partner driven. So I want to really appreciate quite a number of partners. There are partners like Safaricom, KCB, Cobank, GGGI, so many partners, UNDP, who have come very strong in support, and so many, including Kass Media, station as a media partner. We have around 74 partners. I don't have the time to mention all of them, but I want to thank all of them for coming in. So cooking gear, we realize it is too expensive. Paying someone but we realize that I negotiated with Kenya Forest Service through the State Department of Forest. They allow me with the community because I took that responsibility. Portions of land.
Yes.
Half an acre in Kacharage block, which is covering 2,500 hectares. The PS responsible for forest allowed me or approved 557 hectares, which is around 1,000 acres of land or more, to keep Chimbi households, half an acre each. So big you know, go over 2,500. I got the first thing that when you are given that half an acre piece of land, come eat them, maybe as a tell this program, tree establishment and livelihood. As we do tree growing, we allow the communities to improve their lives through that sector because it takes 3 years.
koimuch ketem.
Lakini chito nemine kasinyon ko kekonin that portion ak kekonin ketik. Imin ketik korok bokonam ngweny. Sitau any inam item. Ak imin any crops cheliot. Chemi ngweny.
Yes.
Dewe nguni amache karon kemiten oboker the program how it has come.
Yes.
We have now covered almost as I mentioned, almost 1.7 million within a short period of time because of that program. It is accelerating the restoration.
Yes.
And Marindas, because the size of land there is smaller, yes. Pressure. Kasharake kuginyor abaneka. Marindas kuginyor one of a quarter 0.25 acres.
So the total negative
an eighth of an acre. Ago the first thing kora kogolia. Kominge tikoros gemine viazi. Now the potatoes. Now that is the next thing. Potatoes and viazi ni kemi kashara ngune. You need kururio.
Yes.
Kochang. So we are working now with Kepsa Foundation to see how we can be able to offtake those potatoes. And also I want to thank His Excellency the First Lady for coming last week.
Last Friday.
Yes, to work with the Joyua women who are part of the TELIS program. Sige co-creating program si mui ke of taken piasi next suma golia suma kanget kora piasi ni ju kalembe ni mingwen. We know it will get discouraged. Amajo na ole wala bikia bu kureso not kureso isa utak pick up commerce the nyon the forest.
Yes.
They are small scale holders. So ngori kwa kuma mimpare ne o negeteme. So jita no go nyor baati ko se ogo gi ko communities living at just to there.
Chimenye karibu
osne. So igi jaga tiri
forest.
Amun when we do fencing, which there are areas which electric fencing. To do 1 kilometer of fencing, we need up to 2.5 million shillings.
Yes.
But with the social fencing, I call it social fencing. When you ask communities to go to the forest and work together, within the 3 years, yes.
Yes.
Yes. So mamia nyo pione ke bare atikagi mut pig so mo mo nyo na ko mo bi ka kila ako maja mo insist na the tree establishment and livelihood improvement scheme or program the TELIS is one of our ways of how to accelerate tree growing not only in Nakuru County, yes. across the region, but it calls for leadership and guidance so it's because ngotuma namline kasinoto, yes. Ako to ako ngeti no na juanga mai ko famian mai ko baus net ko buana bi ka Kenya Forest Service ako liat agi manda bi ko ko sheria la ni ka so ma leji ako ko mo bi ka le mato send that opportunity o I think that opportunity mato western o take an advantage ako long nenge so magare nenge forest within how many years 3 years
within 3 years
ko balungu bi aseni ke jag now the next phase ko testa ola duru buana geti ko chagu.
Alright. Kibendi getorati bwana PS ko ke imwa kama stono to ngebo sports agingu no to ngin corporate and bikyo to ngebo community ko boishen 3 pillars. The third one kibendi getorati.
No, all the 5 pillars.
Five pillars.
Restoration, the forest is the first one. That's the sustainable landscape management.
Yes.
Livelihood improvement. Now, livelihood is what we are doing now with the TELIS program.
Yes.
Ogo gave kula sipachiko, gigo capteta, gigo meliquent, go gave somok, and ogo in the next program, the second edition, gave buata kula, ski gigo big situmok, kunyagi jabe, mi kinyata dam, and mingi dam. Nyagi jabe through State Department of Irrigation. Kige jabor the nuek. I know school jeki the president go ki lonje lami tage ndagi magi cha program ni tagoyete ki matabu tugujoto and we are working to support 148,000 farmers ki goite avocados ki goite coffee seedlings pyrethrum actu ke changi go farmers so go improve their lives. So that's the second component. Third component ko circular economy age but running and the marathon fourth component and research.
Yes.
Not about research, we are working on doing a MAO summit nebo scientists, so that they help us in how we can be able to progress in that regard. So it's a whole program. Now my big partners at big tool, authority could support the nature as we restore them all for us.
Kebendi ketarati pona PS to amata ben those ne future not nebo osnet not nebo mau dream ne ngunget maybe apart from 10 years later getting mean 4 million trees
every year.
So that's 40 million. Tapa na naton kabwatutiet ngung your dream ne ngunget that in future in the next 20 years kone naton ne machi
my dream ko osnet ko legiu.
Yes.
Nengi mi landa yang malai ko katuit ko legiu aku ko gitonda be met ko legiu so ko I know she ko ropta ko legiu and then we have good environment, good lives. Yeah, and when you have restored forest, it becomes carbon sinks and emissions. We are now doing a lot of industrialization and urbanization and all programs. Come emissions, ke trapen. A forest is a very good carbon sink. So we want to restore and have good forest so that we can be able to have good livelihoods for the people of the Nakuru and for the region.
Aya petu na tang nebo goron tos mara to kyoto na chi buane igorta na tos ete chuko tos ngona tang nebo ni company labatet na tang nebo 10 kilometers tos mara miten again PSS your colleagues about the guest of honor with the
guest of honor you at least
yes okay
so that the top guest of honors arola titaga maja moibi kibo ne goron ale obwan in Jongindo, Kerwai, case of Conservant Marathon, and then after the end of the marathon, getting a part of the entertainment which is happening for around 1 or 2 hours before we close. And then as we wait for the flag off of second edition, where we are working closely to have His Excellency the President come again to flag off the second edition of the program. Number 2, ko alleji Kass one. I have colleague peers who are coming. I have political leaders who are coming. I have corporates who are coming. I have partners who have been supporting us. All of them will be in Mau tomorrow, and we are looking forward to being there. The security has been planned well, and I want to assure the people that as you run, know that you are running in a very secure environment.
Now, finally, amache iger camera ningung ni nagingololji bik yoton chebo gureso ak mara bik yoton che imuch nyogo toret your initiative in terms of itut yoton che terter kitoroti.
Thank you so much. Amaja taunen partners. Lay partners che ko toret ejen support nebo delivery of the Mau Forest Conservation Integrated and Livelihoods Improvement Program. All the resources we are putting it into proper use. So far that we have restored a huge area. We have planted over almost now close to 1.7 million trees. We are doing a lot of livelihoods improvement programs. We are going to be prudent in how we are going to use the resources, the in-kind or even whatever that you give us. So I want to really encourage you that to continue supporting this program. We have a dream of restoring the Mau forest to its original state, the way it used to be some 2 decades ago. And I want to wish all of us all the very best, even as we plan to run tomorrow morning in the Mau region. Asanteni sana.
Augit kora nekaimuch koutien bwana PS ko ine notok nitou labatet notok nebo 42 kilometers ak 21 kilometers. Kongoi missing bwana PS eng boroindo ngung kimangu kit age tugul nemie ak all the best kora ning labatet nebo 10,000 meters ak ingetuyen en start line. Non go principal secretary nebo ministry nebo environment inendet kora go patron nebo labatet nebo Mau Forest Marathon ne tinyege aga ripset katabanet nebo osnet notok nebo Mau. Kaigas kagomwa inendet tetutik tugul choton chekitokyingei program niton netinye inendet boroindo notok nebo kondochi minset notok nebo ketik milionishek 40 ketik milionishek 4 kila kenyit kit notok nekamwa inendet kole is up to the task ak makyini kit age tugul nemie patron kituitosi betut notok nebo karon en komosta notok nebo Olengurwoni en start line notok nebo labatet nebo 42 kilometers. Karon go tou labatet noton patron en komosta notok nebo Olengurwoni akibwati ile labatet notok nebo 42 kilometers ak labatosiek tugul keibun en oret nebo agenge en Kass TV ak en Kass FM International en komoswek tugul kor komosta notok nebo YouTube ak komosta notok nebo Facebook. Title nebo kenyit notok nikosirtoi ko kiwa komosta notok nebo Kuresoi South. Tos title notok nebo kenyini ko ng'etu en Kuresoi, ng'etu en county notok nebo Nakuru anan mondo en county notok nebo Nakuru en labatosiek chebo 42 kilometers ak 21 kilometers. Kinae noton en betut nebo karon nikoto chitugul notok nikayai kimuch keibun ng'alaleton en oret notok nebo agenge en county notok nebo Nakuru. Kainenyun ko Martin Cheriot Chegunur niamagun kemout nekararan ingetuyen sait 12 nebo karunet nebo betutab karon.
Baetab ngokenik kotinye kewelutik chechang mising. Kobetetab ngokenik ak arek ko koimutiet neo en boindet age tugul. Mionwogik chechang kobitunen ole menye ngokenik. Koi boindetab ngokenik ko matisis yeng'emoksei mung'areng'ung. Boisien Bensal G. Bensal G 3-in-1 kobun Osho Chemicals ne broad spectrum disinfectant asikomyeit boisieng'ung nebo baetab ngokenik. Borei kutik cheireu mionwogik en koitetab 99.9% en mionwogik cheboto Gumboro ak Newcastle. Piten Bensal G got orit tugul nebo ngokenik akoi kurget. Bensal G 3-in-1 koborei, kirindoi akotere mionwogik. Kerichot kobun Osho Chemical Industries Limited.
Wekse en kasarta age en kenyini ketikab boskilisiek barabarosiekab Kaptagat en betutab Jumamos tarikit 4 arawetab 7 en kenyini en kabelisiet nebo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge. Tetat kotouge kabelisioniton sait agenge nebo asubuhi akotokyige course nebo 80 kilometers netinye elevation gain nebo mitaisiek 900 ak 16. Kabelisioniton bo ketetab boskilisiek koyatat en elite riders, parasailist, veterans chebo kenyisiek 40 ak keba barak ak junior riders chebo ing'wony nebo kenyisiek 18. Tesetai nguni siretab gei nebo kabelisioniton bo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge. Boisien paybill number nebo 745611 ak account name ko betut nekikisichin yeicham, date of birth. Kabelisioni bo ketetab boskilisiek nebo Kaptagat Cycling Challenge ketete en kibagenge ak Kaptagat Integrated Conservation Program neibu en kibagenge ureriosiek ak conservation nebo itonwekab emet. En tebutiet age tugul ibire simoit nambait nebo 0721 771 542 anan ko 0710 10 1026. Ride, compete, challenge yourself at Kaptagat. Lene ureriosiek ketuitosi eng tetutiet nebo Lene ureriosiek elekitokyinige ng'wondet nebo ureriosiek.
Course haikuwa mzuri sana, ilikuwa mbaya.
Kong'eten chopchinetab kei nebo rwoik chebo emetab Kenya kochopchingei labatosiek cheterter ak urerenik chebo emet nebo Kenya. Koboto kora ng'alalutik chebo ng'amotik chebo ureriosiek eng emoni.
So ameche alechi vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisien en oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi.
Posteno Twitter, Insta ak inde Facebook. Konai ng'wonduni kole impo wangu.
Tetutietab nenetesetai extra ko tetutiet nekibun mix moto moto played by one and only our baddest DJ Redmond.
Ole Serem.
Ibwate kora kole eng kasarta age ketoche influencers, tiktokers, social media influencers ak chi age tugul nekose kotindoi talent ako meche kobartage eng mashabik.
Can become red flag. We were green flag and it did not help us with anything. Can we just
Ongetuye eng kila Jumamos eng Nene Tesetai Extra omitaganendet Jacqueline Arusei akiwatile mix anan tienwogik ko moto chebutun one and only our baddest DJ. Get to you every Saturday in Kass TV.
Eng uitugul ole imite atojin missing eng tetutyetab Kass kasari. Nekibun kabaibaitetab kei kobun tienwogik cheterter cheu bongo.
Niko salama, salama, sijui wewe uko.
Afrobeat.
Baby, feel my command like zombie.
Amapiano. Ak alak chechang missing. Keri ile kotuye ak anendet Cherotich Toche kila Jumamos kong'etie sait 4 nebo karon.
Kono moja mbele, ngine yende rembe, paila, yoni kanjerende.
Okwenyano. Malayo, okwe negitegisi, okwe negichame, okweto, okwe. Jitap kuti, jitap kolenji.
Richard Mutai, jina ya kazi ni Bolingo. Mimi ni driver, naendesha gari zote kutoka lori. Hii mguu ndio tunaitanga a division ambayo nimetumia for 24 years.
Kikilie?
Ki accident. Nile longisa. Hiyo abule kibare chebunyo magime.
Iwendi ano the distance yoe boisioni ene lorin.
Asore ngende kene kibare Loita. Loita ko narok? Boundary nebo Tanzania. Agenya en komosin bo constituency nebo Narok South. Ki neimuche iyai chito netindo kewelindab borto iyai. Tuguk chealdoi en meset. Kit age tugul boisionik chenyolu chekeyai keyai itinye simakiityi kesom kinyonyi.
Omite nano Nene Tesetai ngolombo nyumbani. Karibuni sana.
Okay, jitap kalenjin uitugul ole imini ko tetutyetab lenene.
Gazetishek chetindoi tugul kosoma gazeti nebo Daily Nation, gazeti nebo The Standard, ak gazeti nebo The Star nebo betutab rani kekas kele mwaene.
Boaz Kemboy Triza Cheroro
Uy, yamaja leji Jehova Kongo mukaga ya jimit.
Kichuger kuno ko kapga tugul. Ingemwa chito lo matyange kokomite serikali eno hii.
The easiest thing ko kiatakan serikali anan anybody nemi serikali anan anybody nemi leadership, whether co-elected anan not co-appointed. It is the easiest thing to do because you don't need to explain.
Kingo jo serikali ne ko toyogite ne gure presidential working party on education reform. Kianyon analysis ngeme tugul gele yune ngalekab elimu. Omu elimu ko negit ko the engine.
Siasa sinye ko magaria goingu. Siasa ko lazima itinye sabu kila. Yenyete ngoi men garia biashara. Garia biashara na yae. Yani lazima ile kakialda gani. Nena stock na maji mutai. Next week ko much ko putya sugarok, you know.
Boaz Kemboy Triza Cheroro
Tesetai activate tetutyetab lene emet eng Kass FM International.
Kongoi missing, kongoi kastoik hogerikyok. Eshe kakiwek anyun soet kwanetab kotsop, rauni kotsop kasi. Ketestai ak sutiet noton nebo kwanetab kotsop. Tarikit konom 28 en Pagi. Sasa kwanet, ng'olole missing kit nekile en Ingereza alcoholism. Bokitotet ne iye maiwek choton ngoyain maiwek. Ko biik chekikoe maiwek kekuren addicts chebo maiwek. Ko kimain chema ana kimain amang'u ale kimain ko chemain kora boto chemain kobo maiwek ko ng'olalen kwanet noto ongerib matkai keityi yonitet. Uchi no komuch maiwek ko kakomuch maiwek. Chichon ko kikobut machin nekilosu nyolu kityo keker kele ye kaking'ololji kowek kenyontet. Amache kakikwanet kwanetab kotsop kotestai ak sesutyenywan kirwokin Chimbarab Surgon kotionyo kabisa en Washington DC. Kirwokin ak kwaneng'ung.
Kongoi missing Dr. Sambu kakewekishe nguno en kebeberta nebo oeng kemi Washington DC kakenyoru toek alak che kwanet alak kakonyo Professor Cherono ene komito Indiana meche sikekas tugenyin nguni kakonyo akine rubani ako mi ng'echerok ako kakonyo kora Komba Chepkoskei nemito Aldai ko kakeng'alan ak Reverend Kitur ko amache akochi boroindo kekas tugetab Komba Chepkoskei nemito Aldai. Memwa ki kat kityo bororiet kidogo akimwa 1 minute akekochi professor siketestai amu amache ketestai ak tetutiet keng'alane komie kinetkei akobo pokitichirachu kele kilyoinei amu katar biikab Kalenjin ak biikab Kenya chechang Komba Chepkoskei.
Kongoi missing biik kotok tugul kwanetab kotisap ngutugul olori kongoi missing.
Kongoi missing kanako Komba Chepkoskei mito Aldai professor ikatororie.
Kongoi missing kwanet akotok tugul olomite amwae some nyoetab kat amu kachelewan komi tum nekabunu olibo Indiana so akotok tugul eng olibo kokotiet otai kokotiet nebunu Indiana kikotok tugul amache akat sigikchu amache akat mama ak tilyanutik tugul chebo kabutit chebo kamonik ak biikab chiyeng'u tugul chebo kapkoi chebo mutei ako kastoicho tugul olomite ako makwot chemambili nemie.
Kongoi missing professor. So kayeking'oloni eng kebeberta nebo tai kakeng'alan kabisa ak Reverend Kitur kaketing ng'alechu ko kamwochi Reverend Kitur alenji mie kokwo eng kebeberta nebo oeng akonu example nebo amu ng'olonwech akobo kitot netesetai Kenya akemeche ketoben kele une biikab oli ko kamwani Reverend Kitur ako ng'alale moiteshe kinye professor kiton ikerte sukul ak lagok vijana kokamwa challenge kutkimi kasi eng emoni ako ibokiti yepotesan kasi akobo bokitik komoipotesan kaita moipotesan ki age tugul akipotesan kasi kai kwa hivyo ikontrolenigei okondi kake bokit ke mayek iye kityo yeke mayek lazima yeke iye chupa agenge iye chiengen ile moguma mayain ipotesan kasi keng'ung'et ako nebo oeng kutku kami kasi ngemwa kasaran kasi Professor Cherono ako futanan kasi komokusar kule kafuta amugi bokityon kokunda chen kasi olda age kumi record ako mel mami chi nemeche kosarin kasi yeki bokityon kutomo ket okot kasarta nekibendi ket rehab imuchi yeku homeless korok Reverend Kitur kanone kameche amwon kalenjin mwenye amwon alenjin icontrolen system eng yu lakini mele mokomuch chito kolak pasakwek okot bokitichirachu okot chichang chirotile kikibutan en kinamote wolo okot jela kwerie kari ako kibokit wendi arit ako mi chichang chemaimuch koroni kewekta koba gaa kwa hivyo amache ketestai nguni ang'alale tinye chitugul mameche kasarta nekoyanete ang'alale tinye perspective ni tofauti amache kutomo kenyoru Reverend Kitur ak Kambo Chepkoskei ak Rubani Professor mwoe kora kitaniker eng emoni kitebi kenyisiek chechang kiwe sukulisiek chechang kora king'olonji lagok chechang kora itinye kampunit nang'ung'e nabo lagokab sukul chitoreti itinye history ako no nemeche kinetkei lakini ameche toretech Professor ile tos mokunetkei ne alak chemi Kenya in comparative analysis amu no nekimeche amu kapchi age tugul eng Kenya karibu kapchi age tugul kotinye shida nebo mayek Professor.
Kongoi mising kirwogin amu akobo tetutiet nebo maana nebo mayek ako kerichek chon kiame lagok. Akot oin eng kotab gaa kikimi kotab gaa Iowa ako kitop neking'alale jioni Saturday jioni ki Friday jioni ko noto ko bokitet ako ki speaker nenyo ko in Pastor Ruto nebunu nekiyate upendo lakini mito Colorado. Ko kimwa Pastor mising melinye kamwa chebunye chelenye kidogo kile Pastor mayek koyaten mami ki nekararan akobo mayek. Tulangon kiker Biblia chelenye kidogo bolia kole mayek koyaten kolomete mayek akot kilen biga. So king'olole Pastor kabisa king'olole karibu 1 hour akoborien komwa tukche mwae Biblia kole mayek koune ako mayek ko kikuyo kemwa ko mayek ko kikotar biik chechang. Ni an example konde WhatsApp group nebo kwanet nemi kijanayat age nekimwa kole kiae mayek kabisa ako kimi jeshi eng emoni kole koe mayek akotun kosindan mayek kabisa kole kobe kasit kobe kila kitu kot kewe konyo Kenya. So huyo kemwa nye nguno keng'ololchini lagok chok kele kito nebo maana kabisa kotumemoche kikure DUI ng'ete kotakename ikwerie mayek kokakiyemei au ikwerie karit kokakiyem mayek DUI driving while intoxicated kiibenen driver's license kirotin ako mainyoru angot nguno mwana lengikas ni sheria chebo boyonda nemite mi kaita mi White House yo Walengo le chi nekinamchi DUI netindoi record nekikenamchin mayek komenyoru citizenship. Ko machichang kabisa ako kito nebo maana ngiker angot nguno ngot kaitindoi record amu kila ngenamin kityo ko ID neng'ung'et ibreathenchini kole kobor kole kaiyem mayek chetiana. Yepulenin kityo ngon bora ko kaiyem mayek ibreathenin koroyoto ngoboru mayek kibenen karit akemutin jela. Ako wendi record neng'ung'et wendi insurance barak kiibenen karit ako aketainen anyun nguno kokoyait emoni makorahisi kekonin citizenship ako beku kasit ako beku kila kitu. So kimwa kabisa king'ololwe Pastor ako kikeker akichek kele ne kabar mayek mami ki nekabarech eng emoni nekabar biik cho ku mayek melin kele tugul sine lakini cho kakoye mayek kobendi kotoyait kabisa ngit chechang sikonam mayek ko korom kabisa. Akot ngumi kasi ngumgetindoi scholarship itindoi ne akiyem mayek ko makararan. Akot achek kirwogin kalilingen kebe lunch amakere ngiwe lunch Kumagi angot mayek ndager ni mayek ko kimi kakiwek beekab kasi ko makararan. So ngiwe lunch nung'ung kotomo chorondoguk. Ibiye beekuk ak iye tuguk ye soda iyene lakini magiye mayek akewek beekab kasi.
Yeah.
Bunjo chekiribegei kabisa bunjo chekiribegei kabisa. Mami kiy neu mayek eng emoni nekiribegei. Kotakinyorchin mayek cheibe karit chekakeyat ko makosa. Lakini kito nebo maana nguno kobo kasit ako karsasisiek kotom inyoru. Kolin komwa angot kole ngot ii citizen ak kenamjin criminal record keibenen kionet. Melin kele mami kiy ne presbuleni kele amu kibunji emoni kiibenen karsasisiek ak kewekte ni mawek itiratin korok ak kiwekte. Ako korok maikwerchi kare kiibenen license maikwerchi kare maiwendi kasi ko ne nekatibunji emoni. So kisome kele kicham keneti lagok kelechi kaikai akot wanafunzi cho kemwoni kelechi kaikai omete mayek kabisa ak itebi atepto nekararan eng emoni. Tebi atepto nekararan ak itebi atepto nekararan. Mekany koruben chorondok chenome mekany inam chorondok cheng'ete chebokobetin amu iwendi kotobetin ino mayek ibet. Lakini kora chekami chekakoyakitu mising chekakoe mayek mising komache kenya bichoto amu koroi bendi biik chekakoe kabisa kotoek addicted ko addiction ko mental health. Ko chekakoek choto kesome kele ongebushike kong kou nguno kimi emoni kimi pastainik kimi counselors kimi elders kimi mentors ketoreti lagochoto keisu akemut akemut rehab. So bisoe cham keleni kele ngiro ile kaitu wakati kakoimen mayek. Mi biik cheng'ete mayek kong'ete subui akoi jioni. Kokakoek addict kesome kelecho ng'etin wosom toretet oba sipitali ipkenyain. Amu ngotiung'chigei tugun cheu cho ku kijana no kakamwa group kiung'chigei ne wendi kasi akoi koit a point nekakoek traumatic kakonam depression kakonam ne makomi kiy noe. So kot kakoit wakati yoto ngole mi pastaek chemi yu keng'ololji pasta keng'ololji biikab kiyeng'ut ak nyikewisu ketoret lagochu. Lakini kito nebo maana matinetkei amu nginetkei kowendi akoi koit wakati nemaiku silet. So kanyat stopening kanyat areyoto sitokong'et mi kwanet alak kisom kong'alal.
Kongoi mising Professor. Mukuti konechin perspective nebo okot baadaye. Amache kumba chepkoskei kora kotomo kenyoru Reverend Kitur kumwa amu omwa tuwai amoche example nebo Kenya akonu example nebo Kenya. Mi lak ako mi families chonget kialda mbarenik kwalda tuga kwalda kiy age tugul kwa lakwa bitonin. Mawa lakwege kwa chepto ndekuwerit maamuche kwa jumla the child. Yetu na makwa responsible kwa kubogi toto okoi keweku matar school ama tukutoret ki atugul yetu Kenya kwa frustrated lakwege kaweka Kenya yelengut ker kole kikalda ki atugul kunamanyin kwa mayek. Kitani kiyaak kweni na mayek akobo frustration. Kunget sigiki kuimge cheke ku breakdown tugul. Mi shida lakwendrat mami kitani kito yenget subuhi kibogi toto. Kumi shida msikik mengen kolo kipaano. So that is a real situation. Yamuche kemwa mredio rani kele a situation uno ketoben tugul ole kilionjine. Angan ale mo mi rehab agenge noe. Lakini biik chimyandos nga yono kuweri ndakuchebi pogitu non-stop. Ak siginde na sigik chikimga abatu check. Owalun kora noe. How do we handle that?
Really good. You got any kids?
Yes. We have a son together. His name is Paul Undick Jr. And he's also in Kenya. And he loves it there. He's been going there since he's 5 months old.
I'm sure you call him using Carib Online.
Yes, I do. All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Oh, that is great.
Carib Online is a very good phone card to call Kenya because hizi makadi ziko hapa tunatumia, they don't give you enough minutes to call Kenya. 5-10 minutes it's gone, but Karibu online is giving you a lot of minutes, and at the same time it's very accurate.
Baetab ngokenik kotinye kewelutik chechang mising. Kobetetab ngokenik ak arek ko koimutiet neo en boindet age tugul. Mionwogik chechang kobitunen ole menye ngokenik. Koi boindetab ngokenik ko matisis yeng'emoksei mung'areng'ung. Boisien Bensal G. Bensal G 3-in-1 kobun Osho Chemicals ne broad spectrum disinfectant asikomyeit boisieng'ung nebo baetab ngokenik. Borei kutik cheireu mionwogik en koitetab 99.9% en mionwogik cheboto Gumboro ak Newcastle. Piten Bensal G kot orit tugul nebo ngokenik akoi kurget. Bensal G 3-in-1 koborei, kirindoi ak kotere mionwogik. Kerichot kobun Osho Chemical Industries Limited.
Kama chepkoskei imuchi taunet. Anya tiache. Aya.
Kongoi. Kingwagin kongoi mising kwanetab kotisab kokanyoru challenge kidogo kokamung'ot kakotijei amache akatak tugul kwanetab kotisab akostaikyok tugul akerikyok chebo television en ng'uny komugul amache awekyi Jehova kongoi amu boroindo kanyoru betutab rani. Kikakong'olole kit nekorom nebo kwong'ut. Ng'alekab alcoholism anan bokitet ko makit ne rahisi. Makit ne rahisi kuyoibwotyin biik. Ingele kikitekanova ng'alekab maiyek kong'ete kit nekibo heshima. Ingele maiyek ko kit nekibo heshima en boisiekyok ko biik cheusen kiketekan from there wrongly. Kicham kwame logoi boisiek melen kibo lagoi ama chepyosoi. Kicham kwame logoi boisiek ako kimi kenyisiek chekibo chekitawet maiyek. Melen inyoru rang lakwetab kenyisiek 15 koe maiyek. Kimokomi kikonyosi ano lakwa maiyek anan chepyoso. Maiyek ko kiterechi boisiek ak kwame lugui akokochigei tuga akoae koi kiyoe koito. Kirore koyoto kimwoe kele kokoet lakwelitab kwamba chepkoskei akomi chepto kapchonjo kele ichon keker kiro kiyochini koyam keyatita lagochu koba tum asikobit kotungei. Kokiame lugui boisiek. Lakini kokini kokimokomi commercial side of this thing. Ole kiyo kong'em tuguchu tugul koek kanyi kealda maiyek koek mung'ara. Koek mung'ara komi barabara ole chi tugul kotinye rabinik. Aisurut nikakoigei noto komu kokonam biik chemengech kokamoche sigik akot mising cheimuti lagok kot kolanda. Matom lakwet netokomining kolanda. Ndemukoksei kosoman chito akot korok kotar high school akotar korok bachelor's degree. Ndemukoksei kotar korok chito bachelor's degree komachua. Amu ngolondoni lakwet either Britain, either America, Australia, China, anywhere. Kolondoni lakwet kole kakitakta chito. Ngotai lakwet korok biikab kanisa, he will go to church or he will go to church. Kotai chemaiya, he will go to bar 24/7. Kotai nebo disco, koeli disco 24/7. Amu sikune netai nekonyor ko kiyotok nekotuyie chito netai nekotoche. Neakot nguni kiyomi yubo sang, komite emotinwekab sang. Ochob kabisa committee chetoche lagok. Ochob kabisa committee chetoche lagok. It doesn't matter where they come from. Takobunu emoni Kenya. Kotai lagok akotokyi oret nekararan nebo cholechi kibendi. Kokawendi disco kolokse nenyonyo kokamaiyo kokokito komakimami osoet. Lakini mache ketach chito ole kakitachta chito kolokse ole nyikoibundoi. Akot to make things worse, kongen ole ter olimbo olaumi olaba America ak Australia. Free maiyek, free nyasoret, free chito kole bai korot age tugul melen ole tokomi restriction. Ole takilen makimache lagok kecholchi maiyek, makimache kolya, tokoribot koribe ng'atutik. Lakini olimbo sang amu kiyowe olimbo sang mamaketi chi. Iyome tuguk kemach. Lakini yekakonetkei chito kochut borto. Melen kele kisiche chi kobokiti. Maetu chi kobokiti. Kinetegei ikonaita borto ikosir. Ko borwekab biik koter. Makergei. Imuchi kemach ko chito age Kusuko bogu take kumabogu take kumyaka ne usporta nyine mana bugama ye. Ne nota na mwajini jinga kule jito ngoena ne yamat shida. Kali ajito ne magaribia bogo gabi. Magaribia amuma ye kungea ubendi metu ne mu me ko mau ne nyu amu ne bachitare. Teri metore kyo kule bendi maye amu ba bure tenu bendi metu. Konguni ne nyorga ko geri logo kyo kunyo bane tu tikje. Ko taune ko menge ji bo digeli maye ko tu ki gararo ne me borta aya ta ko mo bi ka ko mas organ se bo borta mo ajo yemutai ko mo bi ositu mo mele yi ji ne ko kai mayo ji ne ko bo ta ko kai maye ke kan ko me bi amu me wajin maye ko gi shi ke jan mele bi ji joto su ko ma su se katakate amu me borta maye Kutko mutai ko mo miyo kan sala ke portani kunang tasna mati ke moji bi chori leji ko asma jar the government ko gas no ai ke ai individual wara as parents aya sigi kalagi ko wali de ke kan logo ko ngi ke ji ke maskin ko le mo ko ma de logo ko banan so waje am no mo mi ji no mo de la ko ni ko banan lakini ngam me to kon kan ko me gor de la ko ni sin Kutko maj muji tore la kwet ko kin ke kunye de ke ba bertan bange me tab la kwani abi le die so ko lo ma ta ko tu la kwet ka ba ta ko tu dum ko ma no ro tu je waje ni pure ka ba ki pure si me le le yo be ro ni pure ka ba sa je ungu na je ro ungu re ka pa mi ti ni pure ka ba sa si ma sko ne ko ki ti ko ke tu no ran le ba to ai la ko ma to ko ai ma ai lo bu lakini Ibu jago une bijuta kaki gorgen akibatnya. Koso kiri mi kuma jadi dia gamsa dengan ane kumi agene logo kone kungete kumenge kili magara orne ngi ngi aku mele maje di wata example. Mai di wata example kapsa jikoro orne ngi kapu. Kungo missing goji jitare.
Kongo missing. Kamache professor kamwa mkin kama nut kombache koska kupa la kwen yemete kunyo kusoma kupitani na katokole kugege kukamit kuwetu kutara kut undergraduate mkenya akamje sokuti itesi torete chinyoyo amu lazima kugige examples mwanga leo ni nyoa aya kutoma nyorun Reverend Kitur kutagurin rubani kamwa kombache koske agoba organs and all that Kukamite kiteka kono example nebo bahati mzuri kila genyi lazima wajitageni kukure ni physical nkorone lazima wenyoru primary doctor nangunge primary doctor nangunge kumogwip korotik kutoben porto kita niteptoi kutoben korotik kule une blood cells kiteptano akumwon kule jin ripkei koito kitep kuni matie mayek kunin warning kule ngering tanirani ngering sigaru anan meche biste sigaru meche biste chumvi meche exercise kunono tukujo tugul kukonu kutu manyoru chi warning akatugul akutastai kuchike mayegei ama mojichi kuleji na doctor kuleji kutiti tastai kukolopsani nini ku mokutastai tu ni hospitali ukaki kuit mwisho kunukomwat koleni mara sangine kikwa affected tugul lakini mami chini kimwochi amu mamito bahati mbaya amu mami chini kimwochi amu mawende physical okoitu mwishowe kwa kusirto kele mayek lakini muchi kitukun alak Reverend Kitur ameche inamchi kito nekamwa kombo Chepkoskei akimwochi ng'alekab counseling nebo lagok chekaku kiyait maisha ochei tapkora kenyoru rubani.
Okay, nena amwa kidogo ole en Kenya ko ng'alekab kerib ng'alekab alcoholism, especially biik chekete karisiek, chekete boda ikere nguni tupchosyek kyok chechang ikose kele miten sipitali kokine chumoyot keldo amun kowirta boda kisome biikab kilenjin biik kyok bo Kalenjin amun kijanaechu kwana kokakoe mayek ko yekas ot kobusuke amun chuto mayek chuto chebo siku hizi ko ikose kabisa kokweruke kaikai rebuno kile ne nato abure nato lisomun labati mbio ak teityo kowirten amun kakwabekten mayek kostoi kyoki emetab Kenya kotakilwen en ng'alekab regulations amun ui kilen introduce ngalekab points chekamwae Professor Cherono komoe kouit amun kater police kora anan compromise police ko olimbo bitoni ko ui kabisa iket karit chito kokai emaje amun yekai emaje kimuche kenamin yekakenamin ko tabu kicheru mi points chekicheru yekakobek points choto iku kumei dereva iwendi kityo sisome taxi ana ikur chorwanyu kotoretin mi forever ngalekab now ngoliot ngo lifestyle nekitinye en ko kakoromit bikyok amun en America man ko kakemwa ana ematinwek alak komatinye chito second alternative amun ui kobokityi nebo ngong konyo korot Professor Cherono na korengung kirwokik ko ui lakini olinyonet lifestyle ko apeteni ngalekab bokitet kora amun kergei imi kasit anan komeyai inyoru yerue iyomisyei ko noton agere ale contributing factor neikochin biik chobo kolenjin koemache kwengechen emache ko stoikyok ngalek chekikong'ololen komele machek kibo keny kibo boisiekyok king'ololen ko chu kaketesta kikure spirits kaketesta ethanol ko ethanol chemiten ethanol ko very reactive within 20 minutes ko kakole chito atinye siling sosom ne utamwa kole sosom anan ko sasaba ikose tiulene chito atinye sosom anan ko ahava ko amun kakobekten the brain ole boisioito metit ak ole boisioito kora liver koito kochute haraka maywechu kochute haraka chito ak kowelel chito kaikire kokoru chito so kimoe kelen kityo bikyok kikilgei kityo keng'ololchin kijanaechu amun there is no difference en icheket amun amisie kora kergei koyai kasit ama kwomisie kora okay lakini ole koyaya kirwokini ko chuto bichu mengechen net karibu below 25 kokotunis tinye lagok ko lagok chechang kokomwei amun itu bichu kabokityo makone amun kakwabekten ak the brain makose chemwoe makose cheyoe kokomwei kobwa markets asibit koyai barua kotebwerikano ngokaboe siket nekamoboe konam konyalilat so kenyoru kityo ngalekab counseling keteb kirwokin ile rehab center ko lyonote rehab center kotiengei sigik ak keng'ololchi anywek kele moe kimut rehab centers mi weri nekitropen en university kele iwe mi rehab center kole anen niker koyam nao rehab center kule tomo maker ko biik alak lakini kitropen is drunk every day so he dropped out of school ako meku concentrated in anything kikilen kora kitakimut kwa sukulit age there's no lack of concentration kometo after 3 days kometo so affecting these drugs kikuren drugs amun kaketesta tuguk alak meyo maye ko affecting sobetab chito affecting metit affecting borto akoi mwisho ko koi cancerous nebo koito ako damage kora kidneys ako koen muguleldo teityo konyor blood pressure and then heart attack ko kimoe kelenji sigik kerib lagochu kesochin ak keng'ololchi en or nemie about the effects ak teityo keyom koik independent lagochuto kinde kando ketekyi korik ako meng'is ak lagokwak sitamangabe koker kole nyolu aal sukaruk nyolu alchi lagok ngoroik and all that so konoto nekotinye kirwokin amang'u ale
amache sakochi rubani part of Reverend Kitur imuche itinye answer imwowo yemetinye komami kii part of the role amu kikubo kityo akase report kele yeng'etyo serikali yani the police AP OCPD andago chief kasi ngwan kusengo kanata kele keonata pichira kelenji na kikwa part of the job is melengi initially melengi kasi ngwan kuonata pichu bogitini non stop initially
Yes, unoto kirwogin kikakekonin strict regulations akobo kele ngot kenyoru kirwogindet en ole iboisien iwendi gaa. Lakini sasa kikosloen kora testa kora unonito sungukoni chechang kirwogik kometo kirwogik alak che faithful komami korotinwek kwak mayek. So ko the neighboring chief ne compromise kurwa yoto biik chane bo kebwone ko ngamalo is the next village. So kotomo kenyor mechanism ne kimuche street government from the county commissioner, deputy county commissioner nebo each constituency kotomo ko effective amun korom ngalekab tongulo moche tongulo ngonyor ngunon polisi ke banki kebo nekit karibu milioni 2 kugere kotiakta komut kwa kutina bakitiache 500 anakai ko pocketen this 2 million kugere the alternatives kobe polisi leno
imeingia tena so
corruption imeingia
kenya agura nyurubani ngal tinyagnege ne moy ngalechu agere kwende time rubani testai karibu rubani ngale matinyo for some time lakini welcome testai
kongoi kirwogina na kijoba kongoi ni kasarta ga genyoru gone aga macha agat kwana kimi professor gede reverend kitu ni kirwogin Dr. Samuel agin kwamba chepkos kagata agin staff tugul yomite koin agere ka ngalalen ditutye ne kararan name ga ngalekab ngwangile ne maywek agin agere kora mi ngalek chebore drug abuse o agere kelen Kenya o biik karibu milionisiek 3.2 che maywek la ago 10% yani 10% yo bichuton karibu milionit 1 keluch ko biik chebare ga kibare alcohol use disorders ana laga gotinya ko reverend aga gotinya kwamba chepkos kagas kele ga ngalale nyoton biik che jamising kirwogin kegere ni baroti kongeten damana kenyisiek 15 paka 24 igere lecheket che mitai ngalekab exposure to ngalekab maywek so kakila agenge en barnotiton artam agenge en artam ak mut yani 1 in every 45 youths ko kikoek addicted to alcohol so igere ile icheket ko kikonyor addiction nebo alcohol kenyisiek 15 paka 35 igere ile tinye kora addiction rates bichuton amun agenge en 1 in 14 youths ko experience jebare severe alcohol dependence kirwogin nyone meme no Kenya inyoru ile una this time bire World Cup na leseta en America, Mexico, Canada igere ile gigere mbirane kumegere kityo mbiret buch ye mbiret igere mbiret ako mi chupa ine mi kando ne maywek en yono so maybe for the next this 1 month ana lo jambi ke maywek kabisa which will lead to addiction en bigala agere ale biik che addicted zaidi ko murenik kosir chepyoso murenik kosir chepyoso nganda ni wa areas inyoru ake chepyoso kora mara ko togo maywek so kabo jana ager kele sulu kone amun ana lo gauti le chambi ke maywek itaga se bizo kole nembi ke dagi jabe borieta kalenjin somanet ole jamdo ta maywek ko taloe ko won bigina jafet ni missing ko borie nyane na gera le chambi oni wala ndugul o gemi gasita na imyeno igere le bike chanje mi ga beza jegi chamgi chuba ni go male na le ga ku bias lakini ga mo igine testa inyoru bike ogene go pogi chamgi so ki mara gi bike wal gi nyago ko gibe ko mie gimo go bendi beyond lakini gi go itrap maywek gi testa tu ke jang itesta du baga jang ba ise ne machar yo sugo joki ke ko jaba maywek o gi age timbe jege le gi cham gure mju tel chu keldo en plastics jang bare chrome je bare ne igere le ki go nge tugu tan go ko mami gi mo mi shida maywek jang bo kawaida jang bo busa wangi mo mi effects lakini je bo squeeze igere le go me gitu kiagere emotinwek cheu in Uganda ak in Tanzania komi chebore warigi uon kikepakechen tuguk cheu makou chang'a lakini ma control serikali koikepakechen ak kioldo choton. Lakini en Kenya uon makiyai kit neu noton inyoru biik chechang koyoe chekibore illicit brews yombo kiwongyingei. Koyoton okere ole kirwokinik konu kokoim kokochang'a biik chekokoek affected ak ng'alechu maiwek. Tulu ane okere ole moche takinet biik ole kakemwaite en yon komoche takinet biik moche takechop rehabilitation centers en ole kakotii Reverend Kitur various rehabilitation centers ole kimuche kimut biik ak kinet ole kiyeito anan koistoegei biik alcohol dependence. Anan chang kaimutik stresses chebune biik ko chang noton ikere biik chechang ko kirwai koba ng'alekab maiwek. Kit age kirwokin amoche akere moe keyai kora alternate kiker kele matoe maiwek konyolu energy chebo vijana chuton ketokyin ano kele momi kaketen biik kole kakiyeten illicit brews ko consumen ko age neketokyini amun nomwa emonombo America kokikere en World Cup ikere le stadiums chebo kwong'et chekikitech kobendi vijana kochut ng'alekab sports ako emet neu America ikere ile liponi chepkondok chechang ng'alekab ureriosiek anan ng'alekab sports in general. So inyoru biik chesoni basketball ala kochesoni mbiret ala kochesoni various things. So kenam energy nebo vijana ketokyi yoton. Komonanye linyon amun inyoru areaisiek chechang ko kikerep playfields ole kechesone ko kikerep kibo kong'et biik kobo ketech korik anan keboisien en tuguk alak. So menyoru a lot of organized fields kou emonombo America ak emotinwek chekitestai ole kikepcheat tuguk ole kiboisioito. Ko akere ale ole mi sulu konyolu ne kotakekun involved from county government level ak ketestai baka national level keker kele kakiadressen kele energy chebo vijana ketokyini ano amun ui ketonosi maiwek iman. Ako biik alak ngikasi biik alak kolenen kiasomane maiwek ilen ake takimo maiwek chu kimatosomani. So komana ale how do we address that issue nguno amun mara chito nekisomane maiwek tungoi inendet nemi charge kotoi koribe kole ndakimo maiwek chu kimatomi ole ami kosoko ole kertoi komoche koter ak ole kertoi biik alak especially biikab kanisa ole kertoi koter ak ole kertoi biik chema mara komabendi kanisa. Konoton alen ale sikeker kirwokin nibuch it is a big challenge sai en Kenya ako it is true kokowech lagok chechang especially barnotik nanaition komi ng'alala.
So amache en dakikaisiek 8 akon chitugul 2 minutes amache kekon solution. Akanyataune solution ni akere en America akabwat ale imuch keboisien Kenya. Solution amu kwaker vijana chimito yetar high school ndaku katar ko university ndaku mito kutom between university ak high school kujo between 18-19 years akoi 26 years. Yait igere chito le yengityo mi kuwalda nikuren rec center ndakuren soccer complex. Yani kikichop kuwanje kabisa kikichop emet nebo ekaisiek karibu 200-300 kolo aketilatil kwek basketball kwek swimming pool kwek tennis ball poko community kikuren soccer complex. Yani mi rec center mi walda ni yengityo vijana jirachu kuchesan basketball kuchesan laka soccer dire football kuchesan laka tennis ball laka swimming. So yengityo murenchu vijana jitinye energy niteni kumele mpende mayek pende kuchesan so iroti chito kao chit mutikai nyin akwal via kuyoni kwa kutiar mchezo. So that is where the energy is. Solution mane nigumwa klasiko ochap kuwanja sakot kukoranitu kuwanja negei omwochin CD omwochin ot kandoik ochap kuwanja negei sikong'et pichiraju yeng'ete pichana tinye energy kumuchi pa kutiar mpira kuchesan basketball kuchesan tennis ball kuchesan volleyball you know kumi walda ni kararan lakini kut kumochapchi okany kumokopa klabu simple as kuno kityo mami orake lakini kutichap kuwanja kukaranit kumokopa chege meone meleni boy go make pende chege akba kutiar mbire ngwany akuyetu kukwach without being told amutinye energy akumeche sport lakini yek idol kwe drugs kwe maye solution nyone no Professor, hanga na nitinye better solutions amu idilenya kupigana oche. Professor.
No.
Really good. You got any kids?
Yes.
How?
We have a son together. His name is Paul and Dick Jr. And he's also in Kenya. And he loves it there. He's been going there since he's 5 months old.
I'm sure you call him using Kass Online.
Yes, I do. All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Oh, that is great.
Kass Online is a very good phone card to call Kenya because hizi makadi ziko hapa tunatumia, they don't